Wendy, man. The Wendy Williams Experience.
And now we're pleased to bring you our feature presentation.
What your ears are about to witness, the greatest queen of all time. Okay, party people in the house. Turn it up, yo. Turn it up. This is it. Allow me to reintroduce this queen. Representing from west to east. Just better get it right. Y'all know the name. Wendy Williams. Been in this game for a while. I hate to brag, but
Ain't nobody
it is phenomenal. Like the queen. Right here.
who the world is this with so much drama.
From yo block to yo block, heard of the number one female. Been doing this for years.
Every barbershop, beauty salon.
Who the world is this with so much
Again and again. Wendy Williams, bringing your name up. A lot of you haters scared to death.
She at it again.
Wendy Williams.
She in it the win.
Wendy Williams.
She back and she staying.
Wendy Williams.
The ain't playing. I like to present you the winner of the Game Shoot of the Year award.
Once again.
Introducing the queen.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Wendy Williams Experience. I'm glad to be here with you guys. I'm feeling good. I am prepared, but I don't quite have it organized in my mind. So therefore, I don't have that laundry list of, stuff that I normally like to give you guys a preview of what's going on the show at this particular time. Alas, you don't mind if I just peek my head through the curtain and say hello and then go backstage and prepare myself for my first scene? Okay, so welcome to the show. It is what it is. I'm Wendy Williams, and this is the Wendy Williams Experience. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor and distinction that I introduce to you the queen of all media, Wendy Williams.
Excuse me. I was fixing my microphone, and once I get a few more pieces of crazy glue on it, it'll never come out of the hole again. There you go. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show. Glad to be here. I was, prior to the show today, I was over at Sweet Face Clothing. Do you know what that is? That's J-Lo's, what do you call that in fashion? The distribution company, or what? That's the parent company of J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez, and all like that. So shout out to Chris and Ted and Andy and everybody over there on 6th Avenue at Sweet Face headquarters. I got some really cool stuff that I'm going to be incorporating with my VH1 wardrobe, which, if it's going to help out the show, then fine. I got some things that I would normally never buy on my own, which is what I like about, if I'm going to go and I'm going to go into a showroom, then I'm not going to buy stuff or I'm not going to get stuff that I would normally buy. I'd rather get stuff that I can sample for the show. Like crochet. I know that that's big for the spring. I can't commit to that. Not even if I went to the Burlington Coat Factory or H&M and got it really cheap. You can get cheap there, like $11. $11 is still too much for crochet for me, just because I'm not even sure I like it. It's too earthy or dirty back. It sends the wrong message. At least not the message that I'm trying to send. Don't ask me what my message is, but it's damn sure not cord wedge shoes. I won't be getting any of those. I know that's popular. That's not me. It's not round-toed shoes. I got a few of those for the season, but I don't even know why.
They're cute, though.
And you give me a stiletto with a heel that will cut a hole in your heart and kick a hole in your behind. I live the pointiest and the highest. And I don't care if they do go out of style. I still love them. I'm not into round, and I don't like wedges, and I'm not into the crochet. But she had some really cute stuff. This Jennifer Lopez, the J-Lo line. Of course, she wasn't there. But she is in New York. She's actually preparing for a fashion show tonight. But anyway, the guys were showing me some really cute stuff. So I grabbed like a seafoam green one and a beige one. And I said, well, these are cute. I couldn't see myself wearing anything under the crochet except for like a bra. Can you wear it like that? If it's after midnight, can you wear nothing under the crochet and just kind of let everything shine through? I figure for VH1, I'll probably wear, I don't know, maybe a bra under it or something like that. But you know what? My thing is that now spring is coming. It's time to take off coats. So you got to show, something other than, like, my favorite outfit, tight jeans and, like a regular Fruit of the Loom t-shirt. But I can't wear that on the show more than, maybe once in a while you see me wear something so plain. You got to wear something a little bit more decorative at the top, especially working, like I got a red carpet to work on Monday at the Beacon Theater for something Conan. Everybody's going to be there. It's like a big comedy thing going on. And when I'm working the red carpet, you only see like from my shoulders up. So it might as well be something, I guess, of the minute. So I think I'm going to be working, the J-Lo of the minute crochet and see how that works. I like it. I got some furry boots, though. I love that. They took them right off the mannequin. Size 11. Her shoe line is... I like her shoe line. Affordable stuff. Some jeans and whatnot. So, shout out to Jennifer. Congratulations on your new CD. Right. You know what else I got? Did you just remember at the end of her fashion show, she walked out and she had on the white Brazilian jeans? Yeah. I didn't get them in white because I got 3 too many dimples on my booty and a couple on my thighs too. And if it's white, it's not right. If you've got any like flaws, but I did get them in black. See, I think they might be so low they'll show my tummy tuck cut though, which is not cool. I could always put some Dermablend over that though and work it anyway. I don't know. I'm a mess. I just, thanks, sweet face. Thanks, J-Lo. I love you, girl. I trust you'll be stopping by the experience at some point or another. All right, everybody. You know what I did not tell you yesterday, but I did share. I do a little bonus hour at the end that, is strict for New York. You can listen if you go on WBLS.com. I meant to share it with everybody, though, yesterday, but I ran out of time on the main part of the show about Shaka Khan's son. It's kind of sad about this. Shaka Khan's son pled not guilty to charges of murder earlier in the week. Now, you remember this story because we covered it here on The Experience. Back in the fall, there was a party apparently out in California, and Shaka's 25-year-old son, Damien, got in some sort of tussle fight over a gun with a 17-year-old named Christopher Bailey. Christopher was subsequently killed in this gun scuffle, and Damien was picked up and thrown in the poke for a minute, a day, of 48 hours, whatever. He was bailed out. They ended up doing an investigation. They couldn't find enough to pin anything on anybody, so they let Damien off the hook, and, I guess there was a whole sigh of relief breathed within the family. Unfortunately, that did leave a 17-year-old dead, but Damien was not being blamed for it. Well, the prosecutors they're now relooking at that whole case because a couple of snitches, which you really can't call it snitches if they're trying to solve the murder of an innocent boy, but a couple of people who actually say that they're eyewitnesses. They were at the party actually watching it all go down. I guess they needed a moment to breathe and decide whether they should come forward or not. Well, so they have. And so now there's a preliminary hearing set for the case, and Damien is back in the hot seat. So no word on, they're not saying that he did this or whatever, but it's just, now people are talking and they're pointing fingers. And so March 15th is the next I'll be finding out, what all goes down with this, because that's the preliminary hearing date that's set, And yesterday we ran out of time. And I didn't get a chance to tell, the big part of the class, when, everybody gathers for the 4 hours, that Shar Jackson, just a little update on her doctor friend that I was telling you that she's dating. He's a surgeon, and that's all I knew about him when we talked last week. Well, I found out more. He's 44, and as you know, Shar is 28. He has no kids, and they met at the VH1 Big and 04 Awards where I worked the red carpet, but they met inside. I didn't see them meeting. You remember on my show, that's where I had my red carpet run-in with Shar. She was on her way in. So they met there, and they've been spending a lot of time having dinners. Shar Jackson, Britney Spears' husband's baby's mother. They've been spending... What a mess. Britney, you are in the hood now. They spend time having dinners, and they like to go to Clippers games together. But he's also... They wouldn't classify this, at least his camp is saying, as a serious relationship yet, because he's slowly been getting to know Shar and her family, including her 7-month-old Khalib. It says in the little article that I'm reading in the Star magazine. My opinion for them to throw in the 7-month-old Khalib, in other words, he's not serious about this. They're throwing out there without doing it directly. What a mess. He's probably just sampling the fruits of, a young black sister, without the obligation. This relationship isn't going anywhere. I mean, would you think? She got a lot going on. She's working it, though. I mean, thank God for Britney's money. She's working it. Hey, Shar. She wears these contact lenses. They look good on her. I saw in the newspaper yesterday, I forgot to talk to you about this, how it's not a big deal, but, Cynthia Nixon, who came out of the closet as a lesbian, from Sex and the City.
Ow.
Was that writing on the wall, just the way Miranda moved and grooved and stuff? Was that too difficult for you to digest when you heard that? It wasn't for me. But she had been with her boyfriend, Danny, Moses, for years, like a dozen years, and they have 2 children together, Samantha and Charlie. And she's a big proponent of public schools, and she sends her 7-year-old to public schools. And you will see her on any given day out on the picket line for more funding for public schools and stuff. So she came out of the closet a few months ago, and now she had a girlfriend all along. Apparently, she'd been moonlighting on Danny for a few years with a woman.
Ow.
And then after she and Danny, because they never got married, she and Danny, after they broke up, Cynthia still lived on the Upper West Side of Manhattan, and the girlfriend lived over in Brooklyn. Well, it was just announced in yesterday's newspaper that she's gotten rid of her residence on the Upper West Side, and she and the 2 kids are moving to Brooklyn to be with the lesbian lover, and she's going to be sending her 7-year-old to public schools right there in the neighborhood. So, congratulations. I like when stars are forthright like this. It gives us nothing to talk about other than just telling the story. You know what I mean? We can't throw anything extra on it. It's almost bad for business for the experience. I hope not that many stars are going to become dishonest. Otherwise, what the hell are we going to do? Play music? Egads. How about the Charlie Sheen and Denise Richardson? Even given his past, I didn't see that coming. But it just goes to show you can't teach an old dog new tricks. They didn't say what the reason for divorce is, although I do have a little article that I do have to just through and read. I thought they were going to keep me waiting for a moment at Sweet Face, and I was going to have a moment, to do a little bit of show prep there, in the office. I sat at J-Lo's desk. They let me go in. Jennifer, I was in your office. I didn't take a thing. You've got barely anything in there. Clearly, she's a busy diva. It's not set up like an office, like with mementos. I was looking for pictures of Mark and, extra diamond rings laying. Oh, by the way, you intern girls, I bought you rings from Sweet Face. They retail for $95. They're crystal watch rings. I'll give them to you during the commercials. Keep it here, everybody.
Wendy, man.
I just heard something about boy Game. Is there any truth to the rumor about him being on Changing Heart dating show or whatever?
Yeah, he said he was on it. He did what he did. Whatever. Okay.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
I got the funniest article faxed over to me by D. Django. Thank you, D. Django. This is very funny. He has the New Jerk Times. And in the New Jerk Times, he's comprised an article. Let me read it to you news style. This is a made-up story. Art, give me the news sounder. Dateline, San Francisco, California, June 2nd, 1999. Entertainer Tyler Perry marries 50 Cent's drag queen brother Persia. Approximately 100 guests attended the wedding. Guests included many hip-hop artists, including Kumo D, Grandmaster Flash, Biz Markie, and MC Hammer, as well as Jazzy Jeff, Ice-T, the Sugar Hill Gang members, and many others. 50 himself did not attend the wedding. Wendy Williams was the master of ceremonies. Hot 97 provided the music during the reception. Metal detectors were present while guests came into the wedding hall. The bridesmaids wore red Adidas jogging suits, men matching sneakers, and all the bridesmaids were themselves drag queens and cross-dressers. The groomsmen wore the groomsmen wore white evening gowns and black Timberland boots. The ceremony lasted 3 hours. The reception lasted for 6 hours. The happy couple honeymooned in South Jamaica, Queens at the Jade East Motel off North Conduit. The newlyweds would like to thank everyone for attending, and no thank you cards were sent. That's very funny. Thank you. So about Charlie Sheen and Denise Richards, here's what I have. All right. First of all, I happen to have seen them while I was watching Star Jones work the Golden Globes red carpet back in January. And they looked all loving and yada, yada, yada. And you know, holding hands and stuff. But on Wednesday, yesterday, Denise filed for divorce from Charlie after nearly 3 years of marriage. According to the papers, it's irreconcilable differences, as she is also seeking spousal support and custody of their children. They got a daughter named Samantha, whose first birthday is next week. And she's got an unborn child in her stomach right now. You know it's more than irreconcilable differences, honey. When a marriage of nearly 3 years ends while you're still carrying, while you're still gestating. She's 6 months pregnant and trying to deal with divorcing Charlie. Irreconcilable differences. Well, it's her first marriage, and she's 34, and it's his second marriage, and he's 39. He was married at one point from 1995 to 96 to a model named Donna Peel. They met on... she did a guest appearance on Spin City, and that was like one of the second times that they met, you know, as a couple before they started dating and everything like that. And she was a former Bond girl. I'd never heard of her. I can't even think until she married him. Well, I think I did. I'm not sure. Anyway, irreconcilable differences. Must have been well, you know what? The rest of the story will probably be published in one of the rags next week. Fan out. National Enquirer, Star, Globe, Us, In Touch, People Magazine. Fan out. And I'll report back once I read what everybody else is talking about. I was reading my Marie Claire magazine. I was getting a pedicure earlier today after I left the Jennifer Lopez. And they had the Marie Claire. And inside there was an article, Is Marriage the New Dating? Well, yeah. And I was trying to question myself as a married person. Am I insulted by that? A pretty sad state of affairs when I can honestly tell you, no, I'm not. I mean, marriage is what you make it. There's some people who get in it. It's, you know, it depends on how you work it. There's some people who get in it and they believe in the vows that they're taking till death do us part. And other people who get into experiment. I'm not a hater on those people. I think I'm supposed to be, but I'm not. I know my girlfriend Lisa, not Lisa, the other best friend, Regina. Regina lives in L.A. She and her husband, they believe in the loosey-goosey, so to speak. You know, like the new, modern way of looking at, life and whatnot. But this is where she absolutely has her old-fashioned values. My friend Regina, because she and Nick have been married since, they graduated from Rutgers and got married like the next year. They've been married for like 18 years or something. Yeah, literally. They dated all through college. They got married like the week after college. They've been married for like 18 years. Can you believe that? I couldn't imagine. At this point in my life, having 18 years behind me, like, no dating, like nothing like that. Other people. But my friend Regina is like, absolutely not. She's totally insulted by people who, make a joke of marriage.
But the game changes.
The game does change. And you kind of got to change with the game. I've changed with the game. I don't believe in, a bunch of, I believe the divorce is there for a reason, but I don't believe that you go to a chapel, 6 hours after meeting somebody like a Britney Spears or something like that. I don't believe in that for me, but if it works for you, then fine. You know what I mean? If you've got enough money to keep all this afloat, Jennifer Lopez, well, not Jennifer Lopez, because she didn't marry to sample, but you understand who I mean. I can't even think of any examples right now. But, is marriage the new dating? Yeah. I'm not insulted. I don't mind, Then they have some stats in here. I love stats. 4,000. They have 44,000 as the number of weddings held every weekend. And 300% increase in marriage licenses issued in Las Vegas since 1970. 300%. 75% of women married in the United States, 75% of U.S. women are married by age 30. 27 is the average age of marriage for women in the U.S. And 33 is the average age of marriage for women in England. I love my percentages.
What about them green card marriages?
Well, that's all a part of, it's not really marriage, the new dating, but is marriage like something other than like a business? I guess, yeah. And then they got some other stats too. I'll let you know about them throughout the show. But so the NBA gave approval to Usher, so he's about to do it, baby. The Cleveland Cavs. I'm proud of Usher and Jay-Z and stuff, as long as they got the memo. And the memo at the end of the day is you ain't nothing but a... I mean, the suits who they're going into partnership with, and the suits at the front desk, at the front office of the NBA, they don't want no Usher, NBA, Negroidian, young, hip-hop, bang, shoot 'em up, thanks game, thanks 50. You know what I'm saying? They don't want all that. What they want us to be buying tickets and being at the games. And they want the glamour and the star power, something that you can't get by the complexion connection as much as you get by who's on the charts, who's doing the business, who's bringing in today's hot and popping people. That'd be Usher and them. So, Usher, congratulations. All right. Keep it here. Advice Hour's coming up next.
Wendy, man.
First of all, my question is, what's wrong with Fantasia? I guess maybe I'm wondering why no one wants to focus on Fantasia's talent. I mean,
because nobody can get past her team.
The Wendy Williams experience. Everybody needs some.
Should I leave? Like, is that selfish to my son?
Come get some.
Let me tell you, Wendy, it's really a trouble with a dude.
Vice out.
I'm having a problem with my fiance and his family.
I was in a relationship with this girl for like 18 months. She told me the relationship meant nothing.
Always drama.
Call Wendy right now. 1-866-GET-WENDY. Fax Wendy at 866-WENDY-FAX.
Wendy, can you give me advice on plastic surgery?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of show is this anyway? Different. How different?
Impactful. Cutting edge.
Let's take this form, this very American tradition of entertainment into the 21st century, the new millennium.
Okay, no. What's the name of the show? The Experience. I really like to see. You know how I know? I'm getting a boner.
Have you lost your mind? Do you know how much mail we will get?
There's no such thing as bad publicity.
The content of the show is just politically incorrect.
Exactly. Who are the characters? You got characters involved?
We have three-dimensional characters.
What do you got?
How about
Pocono Day?
Oh, there we go, dealing with these Negroes again.
Party life of the party.
Your eyes are closed, a mouth is a mouth, a toe is a toe, and a booty is a booty.
This is gonna be crazy. We're gonna hit it with the bomb diggity on this one. No, we're gonna get to star in the show because we need a star to carry the show.
The queen of all media, Wendy Williams, baby.
Folks will be outraged. Outraged.
The Wendy Williams experience.
Right.
Hello, everybody. It's the Wendy Williams experience, the Wendella experience, and it's Advice Hour. And last hour, we were talking about marriage, the new dating, and I left you off with some stats. I love stats. They let you know where you fit in the scheme of things with with relating to the people that they ask their opinion about. That's all. Now, regarding marriage, they say in decades past, you married for love, of course, but also because you shared similar backgrounds and goals, like religion, does he have a job, and, whatnot. Well, a Gallup poll of men and women was recently done and found that only 42% of men and women feel that it's important to marry someone of the same religion. Only 16% of people agree that the main purpose of marriage is to have children these days. More than 80% of women say that it is important to have a husband who can communicate his feelings than a husband who makes a good living. And 94% of the people surveyed who had never been married agreed that when you marry, your spouse should be your soulmate. And that's what's going on with that. Okay. Dear Wendy, here's my problem. I need your advice. My fiance of 3 years has proposed to me. I really love him and he's really good people, but our sexual life is awful. Wendy, I mean awful. No exaggeration. His penis is the size of a 10-year-old, very small and skinny. I can't even do anything with it. It's so small, yada, yada. She goes on and on and on. My question is, how do I tell him I don't want to marry him without hurting his feelings? Well, his feelings are going to be hurt anyway. See, this is one of those type of situations where you just got to drop the bomb, let the shrapnel fall out where it may, and keep stepping and don't look back. There are some situations in life, this being one of them, where, you know what, you can't exactly tell the truth. There is no way that you can possibly have any type of relationship with this person afterwards. Not, oh, we can be friends. Not, well, I'm not ready to marry you, let's date. Not, can I still come over to your mother's house at Christmas? Nothing. After this conversation, it's got to be over. And you have to have the attitude, oh, too bad. Oh, we tried. But what kind of fool are you to sit with a man for 3 years with a member and a sex life that you can't stand? You were leading him down a wrong road to begin with. You said you've been with him for 3 years and he finally proposed. Well, what the hell is wrong with you? So now this is what you need to do. You need to tell him that you're not ready to get married. And that when he asked you, you realize that not only aren't you ready to get married, but this is not the relationship that you want to be in for the purpose of marriage. So what I'm saying, honey, I'm talking about the man. So what I'm saying, honey, is that I want a clean break. If he presses you, why, you know what? Even though he's owed an explanation after 3 years, you don't want to say anything about his privates. You don't want to say anything about your sex lives. Therefore, you say nothing. Why? Because you've got to understand he's going to dislike. This relationship is over no matter what. Don't give him an explanation. Just when you have this conversation, make sure all your crap, all your favorite things, you know the rule of the show here. Make sure all your favorite things are already in the car. Your keys are already in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing blocking your car in outside in the driveway. You know what I mean? All your crap is ready to go if you guys live together. You can't continue to live together. You cannot continue to date. You cannot go on and marry him. I don't know what you've been doing the past 3 years, settling for less or jumping off. I don't know, which is, you know what? Lucky for him, you're not marrying him, because who would want to be married to a woman who can keep up such a charade for so many years? Why didn't you bail the first time he pulled his pants down? Jeez. Well, I'm just saying. Don't you know what you like, upon seeing it? And then how it works, at least, all right, maybe the first time it didn't work so well because, whatever, he was nervous or, 30 days into it. Why didn't you bail in the beginning? Obviously, you don't think that much of yourself. So your question is, how do I tell him I don't want to marry him without hurting his feelings? There's no way of telling him that. Is it not just that you don't want to marry him? You want out of the entire relationship. It's over. It's a wrap. And make sure you give back the ring. I just get a little angry at women like that because for 3 years you've been sitting and settling. Or settling, and cheating. Mm-hmm. And now that he's come with the ring, now you're panicking.
He must earn a good living.
The relationship is over, regardless of the living. Let's go to the phone. Hello.
Hi, I need some advice, Wendy.
Okay.
I am 22, and I just moved from down south to Connecticut, and I moved with my boyfriend. He was from up here, and I'm just bored to death. He's boring. He doesn't want to do anything, and he works a lot, and I don't do anything, and I love him, but...
Where did you move from down south?
Virginia.
And what were you doing in Virginia for yourself prior to moving?
Well, I just got out of school. Just graduated from school.
Mm-hmm.
And...
You have children?
No children. He has one.
And what part of Connecticut do you live? Do you live in the New York metro area, or do you live in...
New York metro area.
Okay, so have you thought about looking for a job so you can start your career?
Oh, no, I'm working and everything. I'm working. It's just like, I'm talking about relationship-wise. I'm bored, and I love him and everything, but I'm just, I don't know, I'm not sexually attracted to him anymore.
Okay, so what's your question?
I don't know what to do. I love him, and I don't want to feel the way that I feel, but I do. You understand that?
Well, first of all, you're only 22.
Right.
And second of all, you're in a brand new city with brand new opportunities.
Right.
And third of all, this usually happens to people. I would suggest bailing.
You would suggest what?
Bailing.
Bail it?
Yeah, leaving. He's not ready to marry you. He's busy with his job. You know, part of being 22 in a relationship is you get a chance to decide whether you want to be with somebody or not. Don't force it if you don't feel as though it fits. And don't be scared to stay up here just because you break up with him. Certainly, there are more opportunities in the New York metro area for you than there are in Virginia, aren't there?
Yeah, that's true.
So you need to bail and enjoy your new life here in the Connecticut, New York metro area. And be fearless. And perhaps try to start a career as opposed to just having a job. Where do you work? What do you do?
I work I'm a loss prevention agent.
You're a loss prevention agent. And what was your major in school?
Criminal justice.
Okay. And what do you intend on doing with that degree? Okay. Well, it's taking too long, so it's time for you to stop focusing on him. Break up with him and figure out what's really good with you. Because part of the reason that you're bored is because you're not doing anything that you set out in your life to do. But congratulations on graduating from school. It's now time to continue the grind and set yourself up with a career and not just some job.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're a girl of higher learning now.
Yes, I am.
Okay, that means career, not job.
Very true.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Wendy.
I wish you well. No babies.
No babies. Okay. No time soon.
Okay, take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Hello? Hi, it's Advice Hour, Sorry.
Hello?
Yes, hi, it's Wendy.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I have a question. I've been trying to get in contact. Is this Wendy, actually?
Yes.
Okay, I've been trying to get in contact with you. I'm from Philadelphia.
Okay.
And I'm having an event here, and I want you to host the event like you're doing in South Carolina, and I don't know how to get in contact with you or your agent.
Okay, well, hold on, and somebody will pick up the phone and take your information, okay?
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, take care. Hold on. Yep, he's talking about the first Friday party that I'm hosting tomorrow night in Columbia, South Carolina, right downtown. I'll see you all there tomorrow night. And in Philadelphia, I'm on Power 99 FM, so I would love to host something in Philly. Hello?
Hey, Miss Wendy.
Hey!
I got some advice for you.
Uh-oh, here we go.
No, it's good advice.
Okay.
I am tired of running around when I need to hear, some fabulosity and listen to my old Wendy Williams Got the Street. Part 1, I need a mixtape from you. Make that happen. It's almost summertime. I need something to pop it like it's hot.
God, I haven't made mixtape in so long.
Oh, it was like 2000. I can't even think. Wait, what's this, 2005? Okay, maybe 2003. Wendy Got the Streets. He had A. Marie on there and Foxy and Kelly. Yeah, honey, I will take it back. So let me go to the old, Nabisco down the street. I've been following you.
Well,
you were on.
I have got my new CD is going to be released in May.
You need to
on Virgin Records.
I am absolutely looking forward to it. That was my advice to you. Don't keep your faithful hanging on like this.
Yeah, it's going to be a collaboration of people who do hip hop and R&B, names that you know. It's going to be great.
Okay, mother.
All right, take care. Hello, hi, it's Advice Hour.
Wendy, I'm sorry, baby. I really don't need advice. I just want to ask you a quick question.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I just want to know, do you have plans to have Mariah Carey down there this week?
How do you know that?
No, I'm asking.
Yeah, she's coming tomorrow.
All right, one more big favor.
Okay.
Please, I'm just begging you. If you remember, can you ask her, does she have any plans of doing anything with Foxy Brown? Because, both of them are like the only two females on Def Jam. Maybe Jay-Z got something, you know what I mean? Like maybe they'll do a collab or something together.
Okay, I'll ask her. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you, baby. I love you.
That one just seeped through because, I don't like to promote when people are coming, just in case they pull the plug. And then all of a sudden, you guys are left saying, what? Humming. But shout out to Mariah. We'll see if you're a girl of your word, girl. All right, it's still Advice Hour. This article in Marie Claire, I'm sorry, I circled something else I wanted to tell you guys about. Some more stats. Oh, please. It's still the same Gallup poll. Divorce is most common in the first 2 years of marriage. Teen brides have only a 2 and 3 times Teen brides have a 2 and 3 times risk for divorce. Only 58% of teen boys and 64% of teen girls say it is very unlikely that they will stay married to the same person. So you see what the kids are already thinking? Like, oh, please, I'm not going to be married one time. I'm going to be married 2 times. Interesting, because I remember growing up and feeling the same way. Like, even though I grew up in a married household. But you want to know what I have to honestly say that was the infusion of Dynasty and Dallas and all these sassy women wielding power. You know what I'm saying? Smoking cigarettes off long cigarette holders, making deals and saying, I will divorce him. I don't need alimony. I've got my own career. I will take the kids. And, we didn't grow up in a time where women were like these little wet noodles. When I was coming of age, you know what I mean? I thought the same thing. I know that's terrible to think, but I understand what these kids are feeling right now. They see Britney and them getting married for a second and then divorcing. They see, Anyway. One more. The national divorce rate is close to 50%, but your risk goes down by 24% if you marry after you're 25 years old, and by 13% if you have at least some college education. I don't believe any of that. I believe that the national divorce rate is higher than 50%. I believe it's even higher if you marry the older you get, because it's old dog, new tricks. What? You're telling me to pick up my underwear? I'm 38 years old. I haven't picked up my underwear oh, hell no, I'm not cooking. I am a woman of a certain age. I have my career. Oh, hell no. You're not going to cook? I want a divorce. I want my wife to cook. Cook? Please. That's what she works here for. You know what I mean? A kitchen, as far as I'm concerned, we can gut the whole room and put a sound system and some couches. We don't need this room. Back there. Keep it here. Oh, advice from the phones next. Michelle?
Yeah.
You're just having casual sex with him.
Right.
There is no engagement.
No.
He's got a girlfriend.
Phone call. I'm pregnant now. Should I keep it?
Wait, hold on for just one moment. I'm about to reach through the phone and crack her skull.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
You know what? I want to shout out to the almost defunct Suede magazine. I understand, I did that story like last week, Suede magazine, with all of its colorful fashion stuff is about to close down. But in the Suede magazine with Zoe Saldana, and I looked at this magazine, I didn't even notice. Thanks for the shout out. They do the blah, blah, blah awards in this magazine. And in the category of best delivery of diarrhea of the mouth, I'm a nominee. It says, nominees, Wendy Williams for knowing everyone's business before they do. And Little C's of the Junior Mafia for shedding light on Little Kim, P. Diddy, Biggie, and Tupac on his DVD Chronicles of the Junior Mafia. And the award goes to Little C's for the masterful yet bootleg version of Behind the Hip Hop Music. No money, no power, no respect. But you know what? It's true what they say. It's nice to be nominated. Sure, I would have liked to have won. But thanks, Suede Magazine, for nominating me for a blah, blah, blah award in the category of Best Delivery of Diary of a Mouth. I'll take it. And congratulations, by the way, to Little C's. I understand that DVD has sold like, 300,000 or 500,000 or 800,000? I'm getting it confused. Can't be 800,000. About 300,000 copies. Well, listen. Hey, thank you, Little C's, for coming up to the show. And so our radio program, a lot of you all I know went out to get the Chronicles of the Junior Mafia based on him coming up here on the show and stuff. So we had a hand in that, too. Congratulations, C's. Yeah, and congratulations on your blah, blah, blah award. It was just nice to be in the same category with you. A mess. Oh, boy. Okay. Dear Wendy, boy, it's funny. I did those stats on marriage, and I just seem to have, a bunch of marriage stuff going on here for Advice Hour. We'll get through it, though. Dear Wendy, I need your opinion on a small issue in my life right now. I'm 34. I'm married with one child. Wendy, about a month ago, I came home and found my husband.
There we go. There we go. He's getting ready. Okay.
What do you want me to say? What do you want me to
turn these down, baby.
Take it off. What the hell? Take it out.
What do you want me to say? On the phone, when he was done, he told me it was an old friend of ours, and the old friend's name was Ken. You can stop, because I know what you wanted me to say was I found my, because you know what? Because I get enough advice questions dealing with the serious toe-is-a-toe-isms. And I've asked that the show just fall back for just a moment on those over-the-top, I walked in, I found my husband, with my mother and stuff. I know that that's real life, and this is the real show for real people living real life. But I just been getting a headache from all the you all make me scared.
Free talk.
For me, for you, for our kids, for our parents. You make me scared. But it's real, but you just make me scared. But it did sound like a setup from... Yeah.
Good soft porn.
That's okay. We'll get back to that in a second. We just fell back just for a second. You know what I'm saying? Just for a moment. So anyway, I found my husband on the phone. When he was done, he told me that he was on the phone with an old friend of ours whose name is Ken. Wendy, I practically wet myself. Ken is a former boyfriend, and we broke up about 8 years ago, and he's also my husband's former best friend. Wendy, Kenny puts his thing down in the bedroom. If any man has it, he has it. The magic stick, Wendy. Here's my problem, Wendy. I've been married for 2 years, and our sex life is so-so. But the last month has been great. The problem is that the sex has been great because when I have sex with my husband, all I can think about is Kenny. It took me almost 2 years to get over my feelings for Kenny. Now just hearing his name brought up brings back all those feelings. He is, without a doubt, my soulmate. January 25th was both of our birthdays. Wendy, should I tell my husband about my feelings or just keep my fantasy to myself? Do you even have to ask this? You keep your feelings to yourself. If he's your soulmate, then why aren't you married to him? Oh, I know sometimes it goes down like that where you can't get with your soulmate for whatever reason. Why would you bring this up to your husband of 2 years? You're married. You have a child. No, you shouldn't. You know what? Fantasy is good. It keeps sex lives alive.
She settled.
But, well, you know what? You could look at it as you settled, but other than a magic damn stick, is your husband bringing more to the table than perhaps unreliable Kenny would? And I don't know that Kenny's unreliable, but I'm just summoning up. Because if this stick is so damn magic, you would have still been with him, since that seems to be so important to you. Or is he a deadbeat man? Job sometimes, no job another time, and like that. Her question is, should she keep her feelings to herself? The answer is, absolutely you should. But what I would do, hold on a second.
where? Back there.
Oh, thank you, Art. There was a little bit of entertainment while I was busy. Thank you. That's nice. But what I would do is I would bring it up to my husband that I don't want Kenny a part of our lives. Excuse me. Thank you, Boys to Men. I don't want Kenny a part of our lives. He is your former best friend and my ex-boyfriend. You and I have a brand new life together. We've been married for 2 years. We have a child. Kenny is no part of this picture. And now, a month ago, you got this telephone call after all this time. Your husband did. I'd impress upon you, and no, I wouldn't put any romantic feeling in it or magic damn stick or nothing like that. Just, you know what? Kenny is the past for both of us. Let's keep it that way. I don't want him over here for Super Bowl, even though Super Bowl just passed. And I don't want him over here for family events, and I don't want him over here watching football, basketball. No.
Change the number.
I don't make that many requests of you regarding your friends. But this one right here involves me too. He is my ex-boyfriend. I can't stand him. I don't feel as though there's any room for that type of, and then continue to fantasize. But at least because you're tempted to jump. The second he comes over your house for a basketball game, you all are going to be caught in the powder room getting it on. You need some restraint and Kenny out of your life and only in your fantasies. Mm-hmm.
Hey, man. Presently, my husband just got discharged from the military. But now he's home, and I just want to tell him to get the out.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
If I had to do it all again, I wouldn't change a... When does Faith's CD come out? March 15th, 12th, something in the teens sounds familiar. We will be getting a visit from Faith here on The Experience because she called me and we talked behind the scenes. I told you this like 2 or 3 weeks ago, saying that, she's going to be doing press and the TRL and all like that. And a lot of times, all the time, TRL and 106 in Park go on at the same time as the Hour of Truth, so the artists oftentimes have to schedule us for a different day from the press junkets, with other places, or else they come in a little bit earlier in the show or something. But either way, Faith knows that you guys are waiting to hear from her, and I'm a fan too, and she gives such good talk. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Can I be honest with you, Faith? I didn't like that song when I first heard it. And it had to grow on me. And then, with all the other stuff being put out there and everything. Yeah, I didn't like this song when I first heard it. But now I love it. It's a feel-good song. And I'll tell you what else is a feel-good song, too. That John Legend song. Oh, yeah.
Ordinary People.
Yeah, when I hear that Ordinary People, I feel like hearing this song right after it. Just keep me feeling good. Just keep me feeling good. Turn up, Faithy. Oh, shoot. In Atlanta, I caught a case. I'm struggling. All right. Changes sometimes. I tried to stay the same. Ah, yeah. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Then you hear this. And I'm just like, I like to listen to this after the radio program is over as I'm pulling out of the parking garage on a day that I'm driving myself and the day has just been so hectic. And I just want to take it down. I don't want to hear any I don't want to hear any fat beats and greasy rhymes. And I just want,
I see infatuation fade.
You know what I'm saying?
Right in the thick of love.
And you just turn your cell phone off and you make sure your windows are up, sealed tight, so no sounds from outside come in. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Only thing missing from this picture is Chief in the passenger seat. Right? Isn't this like you know what I mean? I don't do that, but you know what I mean? Oh yes. And my favorite time to hear this is caught in traffic, watching the ordinary people, just life. I'm driving ordinary, everybody's walking, and I'm looking at everybody. Sometimes I love the traffic just to watch the people. Take it slow. Take it slow. Shout out to Kanye West. Thanks for that, Faith. And the John Legend too, right? Yeah. My love for those songs has nothing to do with you, Kanye. Ironically, you are the link. I mean, I love you, Kanye. That's not what I'm saying, but you know what I... Anyway. And then right after I listen to that, then it's time to get real. I'm on a mission. I'm trying to get home, y'all. Oh, shoot. This is when you wake the chief up in the back seat. Under the mat. Oh, yeah. All right. Enough of that. Is Jamie Foxx's manager named Rian Prescott? Does he have a child, but perhaps not pay support? I'm just asking these questions. Is there a warrant out for his arrest in New York, New Jersey? There's somebody who's been trying to get at me for weeks, and I'm just not following through. You know, I can't believe that somebody at this point associated with Jamie Foxx would, bring negative light to the Jamie name, even though that's not Jamie, that would be a manager, but still. Although, you could say the same thing about Alicia Keys, because Alicia Keys is getting her paper, and you would assume that so is her manager, but as we heard from his son, the poor boy just wants somebody to throw a ball with and be a father. Foxy Brown's attorneys, everybody, are considering a lawsuit against, the Chung King Studios. Remember I was telling you Foxy was thrown out, and we covered it the other week? Well, apparently the owner of the Chung King Studios' name is John King, and the lawsuit would be for alleged defamation of Foxy's character. According to the Daily News Lowdown section, Foxy is upset with reports that she was thrown out of the studio after a dispute over her master recordings. Police were called to remove Foxy from the studio. Get off me! Get off me! You can see it going down now. Get off me! Let me see where a Def Jam spokesperson confirmed that Foxy was upset due to security issues concerning her masters. Chung King is legendary for all the Public Enemy recordings. So he's been around for a while at Chung King, or that studio has been around for a while. By the way, did you see Brigitte and Flav? And it was on the snow day. I happened to have seen on the snow day Brigitte and Flav, and when Public Enemy performed, and then somebody stole that $2,000 from Flav, and Flav beasted out on everybody. And I know it was money, and I understand being upset, but wow. But you want to know what, Brigitte? You in the hood now, baby. See, a lot of times, and shout out to all the interracial relationship. Look, at the end of the day, I do believe love is love, and it's a beautiful thing, and you cannot pick necessarily who the final most beautiful soul is going to be that you end up with. A lot of women don't like fat men, and then you end up with a little roly-poly, but you can't, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes and that's the way love goes. A lot of times, you would never picture yourself with an Asian person, and that's who you end up marrying. And, love is just one of those things. You just never know how it's going to turn out. Or you might end up marrying the woman with the ugliest feet in the world, but she's got the most beautiful soul. As a man, you understand what I'm saying. But sometimes, baby, white girls, sometimes when you're dealing, and white men too, or other men, sometimes when you're dealing with folk, and I only know folk because I am folk, and so therefore, and I got folk family, and you folk, you know how we is as a people. Brigitte couldn't deal with what she saw because she saw the absolute hood come out in Flav. And there is not, well, there are, I guess, plenty of black men that I know that don't wild out like that. But, For the most, Dave, I've seen you do it.
Oh yeah.
You snap just like a nigga.
Mm-hmm.
But
I am what I am, and I will throw it down when I have to.
Art, I've seen you do it. Mm-hmm. It happens at my house. It happens with guys that I know. I mean, it just happens. And sometimes the women who are other than white, who are with these men, they get all frightened. Brigitte was a perfect example. Oh, she got all frightened. All she wanted was a Marlboro. She grabbed her, slime green bag, and she hit the streets of Manhattan with her cigarette, and I don't like what I saw, whatever. Well, bitch, what did you expect? Mm-hmm. You know what now, baby? Mm-hmm. Shout out to, the Puerto Rican men. I'm sure you all have your ways about you that, you get involved in a relationship with a black girl and then all of a sudden you get angry about something and your anger is other. And she's not used to it. And you understand what I'm saying? But that was a perfect example, honey, of
beasting out.
Beasting out. Like a nigga. And she couldn't deal with it. And she thinks it's a capsulized moment, when in actuality,
Don't mess with somebody's money.
But she was married to Rocky.
He is Italian. That's and a white man.
That's a wannabe Negro.
And while I understand that everybody, man, woman, child, everybody has their own way of dealing with anger. I'm sure that was a whole nother kind of anger. But you know what I'm saying? That hood mess that Flav did. I mean, that wasn't shocking to probably most folk. It was just a little shocking that it was going on TV. You know what I'm saying? And did you see the previews, or did you actually see the show where he told his kids, "You disrespect me, I'll beat you"? Did you see that out in the street in Long Island? Remember, the kids told us about it when they were on the show. That's right. You disrespect me again. Talk back to me again. Oh. He had the hand raised up and whatnot. And Brigitte, once again, is sitting in the limo, cupping her cigarettes in absolute shock. Anyway, let me get back to Foxy Brown. So, Foxy believes that the Chung King Studios were responsible for leaking her unreleased album, Il Nana 2, The Fever, on the internet. Sources state that Brown also blames the studio for leaking new tracks from her upcoming CD, Black Roses, on the net. Well, we usually are the first ones when something's leaking. Is there something leaked? We don't have anything. Well, Foxy, if they're leaking, why don't you just send it up here directly? I mean, if it's going to be out, let's just blast it off on a larger forum. Reports suggest a financial dispute, the Chung King Studios, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Foxy, it's always good press, I mean, I understand it's not necessarily the best light, but you know what I'm saying? People need to keep talking about you until Black Rose does come out. In the meantime, this is from Big Chuck, who lives in the ATL, and he says, how you doing? Or how are you doing? But he says, Wendy, please announce the location and address, the place where you're going to be in Columbia, South Carolina. Me and my boys are planning on meeting you out there. Well, how far is Columbia, South Carolina from Atlanta? Can you just drive like you do from Jersey City, New Jersey to Brooklyn or something?
Maybe 4 hours, 4.5, 5 hours.
All right. Well, Chuck, write this down, okay? And what's up, Columbia? Don't forget, tomorrow's first Friday for March, and I am hosting that party. I'm hitting the plane, and I'll be down there. I'm hosting First Fridays at the South Trust Building, which is located at the corner of Gervie and Assembly Street. And it's a T-Rock and Ricky Belgrave entertainment thing. And my radio station, Hot 103.9. Hey, Hot 103.9. Are we going to have the radio station van out front or something? I know that's not a radio station event, but that would be nice. I know my radio crime boss, Chris Connor, would probably be there. Anyway, so look, when you get to South Columbia, just find out where downtown is. The South Trust Building, right there at the corner of Assembly and Gervie. I'll be there tomorrow night. I'll see you all there. What does that sign say? 2 minutes? Okay. Missy Elliott, everybody's explaining, the car game to we people who are on the outside. Hey, Tracy. Missy is saying that, and this is, it's the same thing as rappers borrowing jewelry. Rappers borrow and rent high-end cars for when Cribs is coming to their house. Missy says, here's her quote, some of those cars are rented. If you go back the next week, those cars aren't going to be in the yard. People do that. a funny thing in that quote, I didn't even dwell on people renting the car. I dwelled on a car being in the yard. As opposed to on the driveway, in the garage, in the yard.
Country.
Because you can take them out of the country. They still say country thing. A car in the yard, on the grass, as opposed to the driveway. In the yard. How was on the road to stardom last night? I understand it's a real how you doing fest going on over there. Yeah. Two how you doing girls singing how you doing like to each other. They almost look like they were kissing. Is that what Nicole, who's in the office helping to book the show, she was giving me the whole rundown. Yeah,
a man chick won.
A man chick won?
Yeah.
Well, who'd you think would win? It's Missy's show. Oh, hey, Missy, I'm just calling it the way we all see it. We've all gotten the memo.
How you doing?
Thanks, Nicole. This just in. The best of CeCe Peniston.
Oh, Wendy, you bought that
CeCe, let's go.
I bought this?
You bought that a couple weeks ago. The same one. You had me go to the store and get it for you.
Well, BJ from Brooklyn just delivered it.
Well, we got two. Thanks, BJ. How you doing?
How you doing? All right.
Wendy, man.
Presently, my husband just got discharged from the military. But now he's home, and I just want to tell him to get the out.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Yeah. All right. Uh-huh. Feel good music, everybody.
How you doing?
We gotta love CeCe Peniston. Thank you so much for sending me my CeCe Peniston CD, BJ in Brooklyn. Woo! Right. Stop sending me pictures of Will Smith and Eva Mendes kissing. Somebody just sent me one and it says, Wendy, what do you make of this? What I make of it is that, they got an open marriage and these kisses are too comfortable. I mean, it's not just one kiss. There's so many kisses of Will and Eva, and it looks like more than acting. It looks a little more than cozy and comfortable, and I guess it's okay with Jada. So if it's okay with Jada, then it's okay with me. Turn up the music. Woo! Hey, little Kim. We're about to update everybody on your situation. Turn up the music first. How you doing? All right. Woo! Anyway, the prosecutors played a videotape in court yesterday. And that videotape, they hope, will convict Little Kim of lying to the federal grand jury. The prosecutor is after a conviction, and Little Kim is still facing her 30 years in jail. Now, Little Kim has denied knowledge of the shootout in front of Shot 97, home of Game and 50. But the prosecutor claims that Little Kim told the grand jury that she did not see her manager, Damian Butler, near the crime scene. Ow, turn up the music. And Little Kim is facing 30 years. Turn up the music. Hey! I'm so glad I got my fillings whited out, because when I scream that, you can't see any disgustingness, right? Yay!
How you doing?
Yeah, feels good. Woo! Shout out to C.C. Peniston. Turn up the music. Hey, you're in the hood now, baby. You can put that where?
Put that where? Back there. Put that where? Back there.
Stop. I can't take it.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, baby.
How you doing?
Ow.
I can't take it. Please stop. Gary. Please.
Damn.
Boy, I spit all over my microphone with excitement. Ugh. No, please. No more music. No, please. Can we just have silence? See, this is when a John Legend song is perfect. You know, oh, shoot. Don't, no, come on. No more, please.
Okay.
Please. This is why I like to hear my John Legend. I like to hear my Jaheim. I like to hear my Faith. After the show, it's just too much.
You look exhausted.
I am. Oh. It could have something to do with my extreme tease and pop, though. Come on. All right, no music, please. All right, that's enough. Thank you, John Legend. Thank you, C.C. Peniston. I love you, girl. Where is she now? Let's get her in here. Let's find out what's all doing with her life. Anyway, the videotape surveillance from Shot 97 was played yesterday in court, and it showed Kim standing next to Damien, the very person that she said wasn't there. So not only did she lie to the feds, but she's seen in the frame of the video cameras in front of the radio station, standing right next to Damien Butler on the street just before the bullets started busting off. James Cruz, hey James, who manages Capone and Noriega, took the stand yesterday and described the scene. And here you go. I heard the rapid succession of shots. My first reaction was to get into the building. D-Rock, that's Damien. Isn't that the one that little Kim was, didn't C say that Kim and Damien were messing around?
I'm not sure.
Okay, I forget. We'll have to pull up the little C's tape. I heard a succession of shots. My first reaction was to get in the building. D-Rock pulled me around. As he moved me out of the way, I thought it was to protect me. He started firing back across the street. It was a pistol. Yeah, he was using you as the...
Damn. Negro? As a shield.
He was using you as the shield, you dummy.
Damn.
He's thinking it's to rescue him and pull him down. Like you're D-Rock's girl or something. It was to use you as a shield. Stupid. And all them jurors are like, damn. And the judge is like, niggas. Oh. This is so stupid. I'm sorry for laughing. This is why we need C.C. Peniston in our lives. This is why we just, you know what I'm saying? He's thinking it's the ball. Woo! You're in the hood now, baby. Woo! Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
This mess is so crazy going on now in this game. No pun intended. I'm telling you, if we didn't have the Faiths, the Mariahs, the J-Los, and the John Legends, the Ashantis, we'd really be in some ish. I'll continue with this mess next hour. Keep it here.
It's Wendy, man.
I drove yesterday to get you, but that book is fire! Yes, honey, you did it again, honey. You did it again.
The Wendy Williams Experience. This is a Wendy Williams exclusive.
What's up, y'all? This is Little Kim, the Queen Bee, the one and only. After me, there will be none. I'm here representing the one and only Queen of the radio. That's right, y'all. The Queen Bee, Wendy Williams.
Tell me what's up. It's Wendy. Wendy Williams Experience.
Look what we got. Look what we got. We got love. 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 Can't stand it when you're away. Without a doubt, you're the best thing that's happened to me. Yeah, baby. And I just can't wait to have you by my side. Know whenever you're around, a smile is all that you're gonna see. 'Cause you make me feel so good inside. And there is no doubt, yeah, I'm satisfied. I know that I will find a better
Yeah, let me catch my breath. It's the Wendy Williams Experience, everybody. What's really hood? Back to Little Kim. I heard a succession of rapid shots. My first reaction, this is from the cruise guy. I just have to repeat this because this is so crazy. My first reaction was to get into the building. D-Rock pulled me around as he moved me away. Like he's a woman being moved away. As he moved me away, I thought it was to protect me. And then he started firing back across the street. It was a pistol. Cruz, who said he phoned Noriega and told him not to come to the radio station due to gunfire, also testified that Kim stood on the street during the shootout and was not in her limo as previously reported. Oh, crap. James Cruz just throwing little Kim under the shootout vehicle. Just throw. I mean, but not for nothing. When you're testifying for Delph, why would James Cruz be trying to protect little Kim? So, Cruz, for what it's worth, I understand. Yeah, man. So it was reported that Kim was inside the limo. Even I thought that. I'm learning this for the first time myself. She was outside in the street like a gangsta bitch. Shots being fired, and she's just standing there with her bulletproof bra like, what? Standing by her man D-Rock, who she said wasn't even at the scene.
Big fur coat on.
Big fur coat. Oh, and by the way, Dave used to work at Shot 97. This is not while I was there.
At the sister station.
At the sister station. Same difference. It's all shot up there.
Yeah, it is. Pretty much.
So, dumb Dave, in the middle of all of this, right? Because apparently the cops had cordoned off the whole radius. This happened on a Sunday afternoon, right, Dave?
Around 11:30.
Right. So the cops cordoned off the area after the bullets fly. Dave and the rest of the employees who happened to be working on a Sunday doing the grunt work, because nobody works on a Sunday except for the bottom feeders. At that time.
At that particular time, I was a bottom feeder.
However, you are a step up above now. You know, you work Monday through Friday on
the Wendy Williams Experience.
Oh.
Let's keep it moving.
Yeah, exactly. Let's keep that moving. Dumb Dave, while the cops have the whole place shut down and are asking everybody questions. And how long did the line of questioning last for you people upstairs? Including little Kim and the rest, because they made everybody come back upstairs, right?
I don't know what happened with them. Maybe they put them in a disclosed place, but for us...
Undisclosed.
But for us, it must have been anywhere from 10 to 12 hours.
Okay, and
easily.
while they're up there, Dave approaches little Kim and asks her for an autograph.
Well, it wasn't done like that.
I don't care. That is not the time, and you're a grown man.
No, it wasn't done like that. It was done when I first woke up, because I slept in Isaac's office.
Always sleeping someplace.
So when I woke up,
you know what I'm saying?
When I woke up, I seen her next door.
Yes.
And I called my son. He was like 8 years old, and I said, Lil' Kim's up here. She got a nice fur coat on. If you want an autograph, et cetera, et cetera. And he said, yeah, Dad, hook me up.
And so she's right now knowing that she's out in the street in the middle of some bullets flying, and you go in there.
No, this was upstairs in the studio.
Whatever.
So I went next door in the studio around 10:30 in the morning. I got his autograph and I left. And then I did something and ran downstairs at about 11:30, 11:45 when I went downstairs to check on my car. Remember, I stayed overnight.
Right.
And I parked right in the front there on Hudson.
Did your car catch bullets?
No, but I was in the area that they cordoned off. So I checked on my car, had nothing to do with the incident, and that's when everybody started coming down.
Okay.
So I kind of ran and
So you asked for the autograph before the spotlight was on.
Before the situation blew up.
All right. Well, all right. Back to the story.
Stop that music.
Back to the story. Okay. All right. So Kim stood in the street during the shootout and was not in her limo as previously reported. Kim has repeatedly denied all of the allegations. In a statement released to Kim thanked her loyal fans and followers. And this is what she says. I have confidence in our legal system and look forward to justice in my case. I would like to thank my amazing and loving fans for their overwhelming number of letters, emails, phone calls, and expressions of support. It is very much appreciated, welcoming, and gratifying during my time of need. Well, while I say, hang in there, Kim, I'm saying you might be good for 3 of the 30. How many people are in the room right now? All right, there's 8 people in the room. All right. All right, Kim is facing 30 years. Based on what we've heard from the snitch, James Cruz, who, by the way, your snitchiosity was appropriate in this case, but we're still going to call you a snitch. Based on what's going on so far with the trial, Hillary and the fake passport and D-Rock and the other dude already in jail, and Kim and standing in the street and D-Rock using James Cruz, the snitch, as a shield. Out of 30 years, who thinks Kim is good for 3? I'm raising my hand. Who else? All right, me and Trev Hollywood and Star. What are the interns? Who thinks Kim is good for more than 3? Oh, my gosh. 2 people say more than 3. Who thinks Kim will get off? Oh, that would be Art on the bell. I don't know. I mean, it could go any way. I mean, hell, Martha Stewart's out. But then again, Martha Stewart is a white woman.
Oh, yes.
We know how that goes. The complexion connection. Plus, you know what? Not for nothing. That was insider trading. This is not pie. You know what I mean? Pie. In the middle of a street. I mean, it's not even like it's on some ranch someplace. This is in New York damn city, in the West damn Village, on God's Day.
On God's Day, yes, on God's Day. I'm very nervous right now.
Yeah, baby.
I don't know nothing.
Me neither. Let's talk about Michael Jackson. Who thinks Michael's going to get jail time? One person in the room. Who thinks Michael's guilty regardless? 3 people in the room. Who thinks Michael's innocent? Another 3 people in the room. Who thinks Michael's guilty of something? 3. And who thinks Michael's innocent of something? Another 3. Okay, let's call a tiebreaker in here because this is how it's going to go down.
What's his name again, Billy?
I don't know. Just get somebody from the hall to come in here. Let's call Billy Eckstein in here. That's perfect. Is that him right there?
That's Billy Eckstein. Yeah, it's Billy Eckstein.
Let's ask Billy Eckstein. Oh.
He's recording.
Oh, he's in the middle of.
He's mad.
We wanted to ask you something on the radio. All right, we'll ask a nondescript employee. Michael Jackson, guilty or innocent?
Guilty.
Okay, that's it. It's 4 against 3. All right, here comes another person. Michael Jackson, guilty or innocent? Guilty. Oh, shoot. 5 against 3. Okay. All right. Thank you. And the jury has spoken. We don't even live in his community.
There's nobody here that's Michael's peer, though, except for you.
I'm not Michael's peer. What makes me Michael's peer?
You grew up in the area he grew up in and stuff, you know.
Oh, you're saying by age? You trying to call me an old lady?
No. He's talking about the area he lives in with all the,
I don't live like that.
Okay. You live pretty nice.
Well, it's not a bad life.
It's not a bad
life. Very comfortable. Very comfortable.
Thanks to all you good people listening, reading, and watching. I know what side my bread is buttered. You know what I'm saying? I'd be nothing without you all. Oh, my gosh. Well, the sex charges against Michael are growing. It says in the Daily News today, James DeBarge has claimed that Michael was up to some inappropriate monkey business with his chimp Bubbles. What? That's what I'm saying. Exactly, you all. Exactly. Look at art on the keys. See? Now, are you ready? Because a chimp can't talk, but a chimp got a penis.
Oh, so.
Oh,
no.
A
female chimp.
No.
Bubbles was a boy, you can best to believe.
Oh.
Michael would want it that way. Now, you know, James DeBarge was married to Janet, but the marriage was annulled back in 1985.
How you doing?
And he alleges that back when he was living with the Jackson family, he came upon an eye-popping sight. What do you want me to say next?
I don't know. I'm too scared now.
He walked into Michael's room and found Michael servicing the chimp. No, that's not what he says next. Here's what he says. He was changing Bubbles' diaper. Yeah. And just got carried away. I swear to you, I could not make this up. This is absolutely...
Carried away?
Carried away. DeBarge said in the 1993 interview, which has been obtained. This is back from the first molestation case.
Right.
DeBarge added that during the alleged diaper-changing incident, Bubbles, who was just a baby, had a smile on his face.
Oh, my God.
James is jealous because Michael talked to him.
Right, or mess with his PP.
Yes.
James was digging out Janet.
No, we know about James.
We know real James.
There was only one DeBarge that was straight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Let the record be shown.
And we ain't talking about his hair.
Is that the one that came in here,
no,
Chico?
No.
Oh, how you doing? Oh. You got that memo, too?
The one that switched. The oldest brother, he was straight.
Well, here's the rest of the story. The musician James DeBarge goes on to say, Michael, this is in the courtroom. I can't wait to get home and watch E tonight. Have you all been keeping up with the trial? I haven't been keeping up with it on E as much as I promised myself in my head that I would, because I've already painted Michael with a particular brush. And so the rest it doesn't even, but I need to be open and I need to watch. James DeBarge goes on to say, Michael would call the trainer and have him bring Bubbles over to spend the night once in a while when he wanted some company.
Oh, that's nice, Mike.
Bubbles dropped out of sight several years ago, prompting rumors that Joe Jackson shot the chimp after he caught him in bed with his son. Doesn't this sound crazy? I swear, it's right here in the New York Daily Dish.
Oh, Michael loves the animals.
But yesterday, California animal trainer Bob Dunn confirmed to us that the chimp was in his care.
There you go.
Hi, Bubbles. How you doing?
Or, excuse me. Okay. And it goes on to say, he's in his 20s. This is Bubbles we're talking about now. Go figure. He's in his 20s and he's doing fine. Blah, blah, blah. Dear Wendy, all of these artists are in trouble. Little Kim, Irv Gotti, Murder Inc., 50 Cent. You see how fast feds got Martha Stewart? What do you think the feds are going to do to them? Remember, she is a rich white woman and they got her ass. These artists are going down like Michael Jackson and R. Kelly. Also Kim, this person wrote. Let me see what's on the fax machine real quick. Wendy, I loved your red carpet special. You are crazy. Portia de Rossi should have fun with you instead of running with you. Guess who I'm about to do a red carpet run-in with on Monday? Daryl Hannah. Yeah, well, she's on the RSVP red carpet guest list for the comedy. What am I working the red carpet for? Wait, hold on. Damn, let me look at my bag. I'm doing something for VH1. It's going to be good, though. At first I was like, ugh. It's at the Beacon Theater here in New York, though. And Triumph, the insult dog, I got it laid out for Triumph. Me and him are going to talk real talk. Because, that dog hiding behind somebody's hand, he could say anything. It's called Comedy Love Call 2005. It's an autism benefit at the Beacon Theater. So all the stars are going to be coming out in comedy, from Conan. I think Jay Leno's on the RSVP. The Carrot Tops and the Carson Daly. All kind of people. So it's going to be fun. And I'm going to be there in my J-Lo crochet, which is probably going to be too chilly to wear. So it'll be covered. But I'll zhuzh my jacket open while I'm doing it. I'll let one shoulder fall off, so you can get the crochet effect. Shout out to everybody over there at the J-Lo clothing line. Thanks for the stuff. So much, and only one damn more break. We got to extend this show, for real. Keep it here, everybody.
It's Wendy, man.
Hello?
What's going on, Remy? What happened with you and Gloria Velez?
Talking mad reckless to me. FYI, I never got robbed in my life. Who be letting Gloria Velez rob me?
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Ugh. I thought I made a request. Apparently nobody listens to me. No, I not want that.
No problem. Just like that.
Wrong song. Nobody ever listens to me. That is not finally. That is, don't you know finally? Give me this.
Number 12.
It's probably the build up to it.
No, I want the number one finally. Oh, shoot. Never mind. Oh, shoot.
Here we go.
Here we go. All right.
Yeah. 107.5 WBLS, everybody. Today's R&B. Classic CeCe Peniston and the Wendy Williams Experience. Are you bowling tonight at the Soul Bowl?
I'll be there tonight.
Fabulous in Union, New Jersey. Everybody, WBLS is doing a live broadcast, and I'm proud to say I'm going to be hosting it on Friday, March 25th. Oh, you got some weeks to plan if you want to go or not. It's going to be live on the radio, and it's going to be coming to you from 42 West Broad Street in Mount Vernon, otherwise known as Lounge 42. Isn't that wonderful? It's called a Hard Bottom Fridays. So, which means the men, hard bottoms. Ladies, we already know what to do. It's these men we got to keep in line because we go through, trimming and Brazilianing and, pedicuring and, nice shoes. And the next thing you know, they fall into the club looking all dusty and dirty with some damn Jordans on. And I understand you're paying $175 for Jordans, but, can you please put on a shoe? Ooh. And I don't mean a Gucci loafer with no socks. How you doing?
Why you look at me?
Because the second you slip up, I'm exposing you. No Gucci. And spring is coming. Oh, shoot. I just can't stop it. Woo! And plus, WVLS is helping out the 2005 Catholic Big Brothers Big Sisters. There's a bowl-a-thon. They do this every year. It's Super Bowl for kids' sake. This year it's happening on Sunday, March 13th at Bowlmar Lanes, 110 University Place, between 12th and 13th in Manhattan. Now write down the date, and I'm going to give you a telephone number, okay? This is bowling for a good cause. Sunday, March 13th. To register, this is fun for you and fun for your kids. 212-477-2250. Patti LaBelle's coming to New York. Hosted by Vaughn Harper. That's going to be a lot of fun. Friday, March 25th. Patti LaBelle, hosted by Vaughn Harper. How you doing, Vaughn? We'll see you at 7 o'clock. For tickets to see Patti LaBelle at Westbury Music Fair on Friday, March 25th, call Ticketmaster for tickets. Or you can listen to win. And the concert is sponsored in part by the Tri-State Lincoln Mercury Dealers. Love you all. Also sponsored in part by... here's their phrase. There are those who travel and those who travel well. Now, that's a shout out to you from the Tri-State Lincoln Mercury Dealers. And of course, your radio station. Today's R&B and classic soul. We're 107.5 WBLS. Woo! No, 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 yeah. You guys, it's the Wendy Williams experience, and I thank you for being here. In the meantime, there's a gruesome picture of Kim on the cover of today's the New York Post. I gotta say, you know what? Because sometimes Kim doesn't, with the surgery and stuff, Kim was a cute girl before the surgery. She's just an interesting looking woman now. It's not that she's unattractive to me. Just the surgery's made her interesting. But sometimes she looks just like downright Jocelyn Wildenstein, like on the cover. Man, where'd they pick up this picture? They got a picture of Kim. She got the blue contacts in, the fake eyelashes, thick eyebrows, big Joker lips, lined with all types of red burgundy lipstick and lots of lip gloss on top, the real blonde hair, just the crazy white woman transformation, only it doesn't look like a white woman. It looks
like
just
a light-skinned Naomi Campbell.
It's just ridiculous. And the cover of the Post, it's huge. It says, Little Kim's Big Lie. Then the inside article... all right, first of all, there's Damian Butler, who's apparently already in jail for something else. But then there's this guy, C. Gutta, otherwise known as Soof Jackson, who was one of Little Kim's security, except Kim denied even knowing this man. See, there was a lot of denying going on from Kim, originally speaking. It says in the paper today, Soof Jackson, who identified himself on the stand as Little Kim's pal, admitted he sprayed machine gun fire into the crowd that included rival rapper Capone and Noriega in front of the... Hold on. Ooh, how you doing? Thank you. In front of radio station Shot 97 on February 25th of 2001. I was being fired on, Soof said, matter-of-factly during his testimony in Little Kim's pre-trial, adding that she was there too. During her grand jury testimony about the shooting, Kim said she didn't know who Soof Jackson was. And they showed her a picture. Do you know this man? She said no, even though they were so close that the record shows that he filed a tax return from her address in Englewood, New Jersey. She answered no when asked if Soof Jackson had ever been at her home. And she says, I don't know his name, when shown the picture. That's the quote. I don't know his name. But Soof Jackson, 35, yesterday testified that he'd been friends with Little Kim for 10 years and produced a picture of Little Kim with a flat chest, her original nose, mouth. That's Little Kim of 10 years ago. Soof, I do believe we caught her in a lie.
There's Vietnam on the left.
Kim, that's not... Who is this?
Vietnam. Assistant to Andre and Puffy.
Vietnam?
Norma.
Vietnorma. Yeah, everybody looks like they're having fun here on the couch. As a matter of fact, Soof looks like he's about to take them both in the other room and put it down. Right?
Oh, yeah.
He's looking like, peace out. Turn the cameras off. We got work to do. Hey, Vietnam. I know you're glad you're only in the picture. You weren't out there on Hudson Street. Soof Jackson even admitted to transporting the machine gun to the crime scene from the Englewood home of Little Kim. Now, the snitch James Cruz goes on to say, I heard voices getting louder. I heard someone say, it could go down right now. The next thing I know, I hear shots, says the snitch. He said he saw someone else fire a machine gun. He thought it was the rapper Banger, a member of the Junior Mafia clique, but he wasn't sure. After people fled the crime scene, the snitch Cruz said he escorted a man who had been shot to a cab and paid the driver to take him to St. Vincent's Hospital. Wow. How come he didn't ride with them? Or I guess he was a stranger. I mean, yeah.
Wouldn't be involved.
Yeah, I
would
would have even hailed a cab. Would I have hailed a cab?
I don't know. I'd been too busy running.
Yeah. Wow. But, you know, in a case like that, you are your brother's keeper. At least flag down a cab for the shot, dude. But you could imagine the taxi driver's face. I'd be like, F no. A taxi driver will stop for a bleeding man, but wouldn't stop for a able-bodied black woman just trying to catch a cab to Bloomingdale. Oh, it happens all the time.
Yeah.
Anyway, look. After Cruz got the cab for the shot man, he then headed home. Listen to the rest. Here's his quote. This is from the snitch. I put my head in my wife's lap and grabbed my daughter and spent the next 15 minutes crying.
Oh, my God.
Come on, he's so dramatic, but come on, what would you all do? Okay. I would have spent a half hour bitching up.
Yeah, me too.
15 minutes is not enough time. How does your father... How do you cry to your daughter, though? Like, how does all that... I mean, I understand the crying and everything like that, but, God, you're worrying your daughter to death, Daddy. You're
a punk.
No. That's not... Like, you cry to your wife, but you know when your kids see you... Even when my son sees me cry about anything, I could be crying because I'm happy. Mommy, what's wrong? They get so frightened. Get off my mommy.
Oh yeah.
Right? You could be crying because it's good.
Oh.
All right, but look.
Tears of joy.
Yeah. Spent the next 15 minutes crying. Prosecutors said some 30 bullets were fired from 6 guns. Yo, Dave, there were 6 guns out there and at least 30 bullets?
I was kind of a wimp. I was kind of behind the building.
Oh, see, you were like James Cruz.
On the corner, headed towards Claremont. I know where I was. I wasn't around.
Rapper Capone is expected to testify today under subpoena. Well, the day is over, so I guess we'll cover that tomorrow, y'all. I got to talk like this because we in the hood now, baby. This is what Capone says. I ain't trying to send Shorty to jail, talking about little Kim. She ain't never done nothing bad to me. The FBI came to me like a bunch of wolves, like I did the crime. So you know what that means. He's letting her know in advance that he's not trying to send her to jail, but he's going to say what he's got to say to keep his ass free. I co-sign with that. Oh, Kim. Okay, we're left with 6 people in in court. Who says Kim's going to do any jail time at all? 6 people in the room. 3? Oh, 4?
You said she's going to do jail time?
Yeah, that she's going to do some jail time. Okay, 4 people say yes. Star and Art say no.
I won't be surprised if she don't.
Who thinks that Kim is going to drastically change her ways if she gets off? All right, raise your hands.
She's a good girl.
5 people say yes. Homegirl Star says once a hood, always a hood. Oh. You're in the hood now, baby. Should just surround herself with another gang of gun-toting. Wow. Because old habits is hard to break. That's what Star says.
Yeah, baby.
I wonder what Oprah's saying.
Oh.
Wow. In the meantime, over at the 50 Cent trial, damn, it's time to go. Affiliates, I'm sorry. We have used 1 minute over the experience time. I apologize to all of you. Everybody in South Carolina, I'll see you tomorrow. We'll be putting it down hard and heavy. First Fridays. That's right downtown in the South Trust building. Everybody else, we got a fresh show for you tomorrow. Don't ask me how I'm going to do it. It's going to be exhausting, but we're going to have a great time. I love you guys for listening today. And please come back tomorrow. We have so much fun together, don't we? All right. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.
Peace, party people. See you later.
I'm saying bye-bye.
Good night. Program complete.
Okay. Now that they're gone, we can continue to carry on. Because the bonus hour is next, and we'll get into the 50. We got to talk about Dick Clark. We got to talk about the Osbournes. I wanted to talk about Bill Cosby. I'm taking your phone calls on any and everything, including advice. We got to talk about James Brown. We got to, oh my gosh, there is not enough time. I can see it right now. We're going to... Well, the faster we get to it, the faster we get into it. So the phone lines are open at 866-GET-WENDY. It's the Wendy Williams Experience, heard now exclusively on 107.5 WBLS New York.
Since you've been listening this far, we're going to throw in a little bonus hour. You ready?
How long is this bonus hour gonna last? I'm getting addicted.
No, let me tell you, I love this extra hour.
Everything is organic here on the bonus hour.
Yeah, baby.
Hey, yo, check this out. It's Wendy, man.
Here it is.
It's the bonus hour on the Wendy Williams Experience.
107.5 WBLS, New York.
Oh, yeah. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the bonus hour. I can't wait to, you know what? By the way, I bought in a treat for the office from Jennifer Lopez Sweet Face over there when I was there earlier. They gave me a copy of Beyond the Runway with Jennifer Lopez on VHS, since it's a VHS recorder we have in there. So I'm going to leave it in the office so we can have it for office watching. We are such televisionistas, TV-nistas, always watching tapes and stuff. Can't wait. I still haven't seen that. Martha Stewart, man, she's got what? 5 hours and 58 minutes left in the clink. At midnight, she's a free woman. And even richer. She walks out to her own reality show, even though she's going to be on house arrest. But, you know, that's, you know, would you do a 5-month stretch if you can come on the other side and still be caking off? Yeah. Although it's easy for us to say if we've never experienced jail. Shout out to everybody on lockdown. We're not making light of your situation. But we're just saying 5 months and, you know.
Well, her 5 months was easy.
Her 5 months, very easy, yeah. House arrest at Turkey Hill probably wouldn't be so bad. Because I'm picturing house arrest at my stupid house and it wouldn't be so bad. You know what I mean? It's my favorite place to vacation. So why would that be so bad? The food, the TVs, the telephone, the rest. Somebody told me to stay in the house for a year. Bed rest. See, I never went crazy on bed rest. 9 months I'm on bed rest waiting for the baby to come. I never went crazy. I loved being in the house and all it offered.
You shopped.
I shopped on TV. I knew that, you know how you get to know the people who are delivering the packages, your ups man and stuff like that. I had the garage door opener right next to me, next to the bed upstairs. So he would call on the house phone and say he's downstairs. And, the beam would go through the walls and the floors in the house. Bzz. He'd come upstairs, give me my packages right there. It wasn't about rape or anything crazy like that. You know what I'm saying? An old guy, the ups guy, everybody in the neighborhood knows him. You give him a Christmas gift like that. Hey, Mrs. Hunter, it's Charlie downstairs with more packages from QVC, HSN, wherever I'm ordering from. You know what I mean? And he'd bring them right upstairs. I'd love it. I'd be sewing pillows, embellishments on pillows, just all kind of stupid stuff. They call it nesting when you're pregnant, and it really is true. And I was so nesting. I got that nature in me, though. I'm always doing something, arts and craftsy. House arrest, there's worse sentences. I mean, for people who like to run the damn streets all the damn time, that's hell for them. But for a homebody like me, I gotta tell you, bed rest, that was the best. Women call me up during advice hour. Wendy, I'm going on bed rest. I'm stir crazy. What am I going to do? You're asking the wrong person. Just sit there and look at the wall. Embrace your inner Christopher Lowell. Get to gluing with that hot glue gun and the rhinestones on, plain vases from the store and all like that. It's 50 Cent. Everybody's saying that. Isn't it funny seeing the newscasters call him Fitty? As a black woman, I can't even break down and say the Fitty word. I could barely drop the S off cents. So I call him 50 cents. And it's just so funny to see the newscasters try to get down with the get down. 50 Cent. 50 cents. 50 Cent. In the news today, rapper 50 Cents. He canceled his Times Square appearances yesterday, as well as he should. Bullets still flying. The CD, the massacre. The people over at the Times Square Virgin Megastore said things are just getting too nasty, too many beefs, too much. Everybody knows that the album is still going to skyrocket. Number one, with a bullet. The store yesterday was filled, it says in the newspaper today, with boxes filled with thousands of copies of his new CD, which is, of course, in stores today. In the meantime, the 24-year-old guy, Kevin Reed, who was shot in the behind from Games Camp, he's from Compton. He remains in custody after the California authorities let the New York authorities know he violated parole because he wasn't supposed to leave the state of California. So he's now facing extradition and could spend 2 more years in prison. Something about some weed, as well as the parole violation. And the cops said that, they had looked at the surveillance pictures from the Shot 97 building. But there were no fresh leads about the subsequent spraying that happened over at the Violator Management, Chris Lighty's office.
Oh. Ow. Ow.
We got him good yesterday.
Yes, we did.
Even driving home, I said, just let's fall back today. No, we got him good. We lit Lighty up yesterday.
Yeah, baby.
Left you all hanging with Gerald Levert. Bet you thought I'd forget to come back with it today, didn't you? No. I take my vitamins. All right, really, I just keep lists. Because I do be forgetting. Gerald Levert will not be charged with drunk driving and impeding traffic and obstructing police business and resisting arrest. Damn. after the prosecutors said there was no evidence that Gerald caused any serious physical harm to the policeman. The policeman, apparently just trying to start something.
Hey, what's up?
What is that? We'll just play the whole thing. Everybody laughs at that anyway. It was inappropriate, clearly a wrong button pressed, but people laugh at this. Go ahead.
Hey, what's up? This is China Dollar China Hour, and you're listening to 101.5 WBLS.
Hey! A mess, honey. Oh, my gosh. As previously reported, Gerald was arrested, yada, yada, yada. We know, and I'm just glad that he's off. Now, Gerald, just don't get in some mess like that again. I'm glad he's off. Dear Wendy, I think 50 Cent is straight tripping. He's completely lost his mind. All right. Let's put that where?
Put that where? Back there.
Let's talk about Dick Clark. Well, I love the National Enquirer, the Star, the Us Weekly. I love In Touch. Only thing I don't really love with my whole heart and soul, I have to say, right off the top of my head as far as the tabs go, I don't love People Magazine. I think they play it too damn safe. And if it's safe, it just becomes very, too many stories on the Christopher Reeves Memorial and all like that. We like it seedy and gritty. I will not lie. I just got my whole delivery of dish, honey. I'm going to have a great time on that plane if I could just keep my son in place tomorrow, flying to South Carolina. I got the new Us. I got the new In Touch, the new Life and Style, and the new Sister to Sister. And as a backup, a pack of crayons and some plain line paper for practicing letters if he doesn't fall asleep. But in the New Enquirer, they got an article on Dick Clark saying he's ready to die. He's secluded in his home and he's partially paralyzed. He's 75 and he's been home after his 7 weeks in the hospital. But they say insiders are fearing that Dick Clark is living on borrowed time. The stroke that he suffered was extremely serious, although it's nearly impossible to get the details out of his very closed-mouthed family. It's clear that he's not well enough to leave the house or function on his own. They say that he's going to rehab, or doing rehab rather, in his house every day, but his heart just isn't in it. Entertaining people was his reason for living, and he would rather go out with people remembering the youthful Dick Clark, working and just doing it, and Mr. New Year's Eve. This is just all so sad. Sorry to hear about that. In a weird kind of way, I'm glad that the reputation of Bill Cosby has been preserved. I just wish he'd go someplace, though, with his backpedaling and his statements, Bill, because it's just, I don't know.
Know when to shut up.
Yeah, like, I'm glad that you got off, because I think of you, like, it's such a pedestalial kind of way, if that's a word. Pedestal. I mean, that's the cause. I know he jumped off years ago and produced a baby, off Camille's, but for some reason, you forget about it, and that's Bill. I can't think of anybody now. I don't even give Reverend Jesse Jackson the same kind of pass that I've given Bill Cosby, in my own mind. Not Reverend Al Sharpton. Al, you're a friend of the show, but I don't think of you in the same, as Bill Cosby. I'm looking all dreamy, starry-eyed. Not romantically, but, No, this just in from Art Stinkin' Fingers. He moved off the buttons for a moment to answer the studio line, and he's passed me this note. Dateline, New York City, 6:12 p.m. on the Wendy Williams Experience. 50 Cent CD, The Massacre, is selling out everywhere. You can't find it. It's flying off the shelves. Oh. What's this, coming from the hood, fellas?
Yeah.
Coming from the block?
Yeah. Mission accomplished for 50, huh?
Mission accomplished, Jimmy Iovine. Now, when are you going to plot on the demise?
Uh-oh.
Just asking. Game was talking a lot of mess for somebody who needed his rhymes to be finished by 50, though, right? Because I do believe all that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hell yeah. Beats. And by the way, the beats on Game CD are, to borrow from KRS-One, fresher than the beats on The Massacre. There's some slick beats done by Dr. Dre for The Massacre, and not all, for Game CD. But, you know, Game was really talking some slick mess for somebody who couldn't even finish his own album. Shout out to you, Game. I believe a lot of what 50 said. It's just the way in which his message was delivered was just so,
Dr. J gonna keep it in Compton.
Not for nothing, truth be told. Why did I hear that Lloyd Banks does writing for 50?
Oh. That just might be worthy of a bomb.
I mean, Bill Cosby, still talking. He says, I'm not going to give in to people who try to exploit me because of my celebrity status. Sometimes you try to help people and it backfires on you, and then they try to take advantage of you. People can soil you by taking advantage. You know what, Bill Cosby? You should have put your sunglasses on, put your head down, and kept walking. I'm not going to even respond to how I feel like this, but you know what? Let me just read this again, and we'll have 5 moments of silence for everybody just to go through their own thoughts about what Bill Cosby did or didn't do. No, I'm not going to. This is after the prosecutor has dropped the charges. In other words, shut up and try to reconcile and repair stuff with you and Camille. Try to explain to your kids. You know what I'm saying? Instead, he's talking. I'm not going to give in to people who try to exploit me because of my celebrity status. No, old man. Oh, wait. Sorry. This is all supposed to be silent. Oh, okay. Good. I was having a war in my head. Just shut up. What else? Jack Osborne putting $380,000 worth of jewelry in a damn carry-on, in the belly of the plane luggage, and thinking nobody's going to steal it. The way they run through bags and stuff, I don't know how people go any place and check luggage. When we went on our vacation, I already said, let's not check any bags. Let's only bring carry-on bags. Just because people run your bags. I was rolling up my stuff, taking a page from back when I was a Girl Scout. You know, they teach you how to roll nice and tight. And thank God for Norma Kamali and her matte jersey material. Because when you unfurl it, it's fabulous. I had all my little sarong and, around the pool outfits and my Valentine's Day dress and everything. Everything was rolled to about the size of a thimble. In one carry-on bag. No lie. I don't trust the people at the airport. Hell no. And if I was one of the people at the airport, I'd be down too. There you go. I think. Only because, you're going through people's bags. Everybody got some. Not everybody, but
Like a mall.
Here comes Jack Osborne's Gucci bag.
Oh.
Is he that out of touch? He's checking in a Gucci bag for the belly of the plane. I'm sitting here trying to feed my, family, working late hours, this spoiled brat getting on a plane at 2 o'clock in the morning. And here I am working. My wife is going into labor and I got to be here. So here comes Jack, checking in his suitcase on a flight from Los Angeles to London. I've watched the Osbournes. I'm being a worker at the airport now. Then you go through his loot and you see, and this is true, look, 2 watches and other jewelry. Ice. He said that there's like $380,000 worth of valuables taken from his bag. They were supposed to be gifts. but he checked him in, all these valuables into the cargo of the plane. Why couldn't you take 2 watches and a smattering of diamonds or whatever and carry them on the plane, dumbass? Or better yet, even if you're going to put them in the belly of the plane, how much do you want to bet the luggage was upscale? Like it wasn't just a simple black Samsonite, nondescript looking like everybody else's. Sometimes the rich can be so out of touch. It's not right to steal from other people, but you know what? If I'm working at the airport, it's on.
Oh, yes.
And so when I go through airport security and when I think, I'm always thinking like, it's not right and I'm not working here, but if I was, it'd be on. 8 people in the room. Who's with me?
Oh, not even a second guess here.
Every last person except for innocent, naive Shaylin, who apparently is trying to earn some heaven points by not taking Jack Osborne's jewelry. Meanwhile, she's working at the airport. Her belly's this big with twins, and her baby's father just ran off.
The jewelry's insured.
The jewelry is insured. What?
He'll get the money back?
Yeah.
Yes! So now, who's with me? Let's run this man's bags.
It's not about him, though. It's about me. I want the karma to come back to me.
Shut her mic off.
Your man just left you. You're pregnant with 2 kids. You're working at Newark Liberty Airport. It's 2:00 in the morning.
Well, okay.
You're cold. Okay. You've got nobody but yourself.
Yeah, a little chief in you.
You got 2 chiefs. Okay. 2 kids, not chief. She got 2 kids in her.
Oh.
All right, now, who's with me? Now, see? You know what you are? You're a real Kimberly Elise. You're not down until until I Cleo-eyes you. Oh. Now she's down for the caper. Let's set it off. Oh, man. Adimu and them getting ready to leave for Brazil. You all better watch your bags. It's a fabulous trip. As long as your rags aren't run, as long as when you get there, your Brazilian bikini and everything. When do they actually blast off?
No, it's in March.
Is it? This is March.
11th, or I think the 11th.
Mm-hmm. But you know when you go to Brazil and everybody's trying to look cute and bringing a bunch of bags and stuff like that, just keep in mind, there's a pregnant lady with 2 twins and her man just left. Ready to run your bags. And there's a whole bunch of other greasy people working around her. I'm not saying everybody that works at the airport is greasy, but listen, I told you already if I was there and I'm seeing the bags come through. Ooh, Manola Blahniks. Is these my size? Oh, shoot. Right? I do believe I got me a pair of, and barely worn too? Mm.
How you doing?
Okay. Vaughn's coming up at 7. Did you guys hear about the sex and video in Paramus prostitution bust?
What's going on with that?
Well, Paramus, New Jersey police said customers of an alleged house of prostitution were secretly videotaped. Art.
Man.
The tape was found in a raid on a rented home on Fairview Avenue after a 3-month investigation surveillance. 2 people were charged with maintaining a house of prostitution. 2 women were charged with being prostitutes. 8 men were arrested for soliciting sex. You got to watch the surveillance cameras, Little Kim. Because the surveillance cameras were outside of Hot 97.
And they just had put them things up about a month before that.
They didn't have surveillance cameras there all that time?
There was an incident a few months before that, and they just had put them outside and everything. About a month and a half before that. Yeah.
I remember I got off the air one day and them total bitches were downstairs waiting and everybody upstairs at the radio station is looking down, egging it on, waiting for something to go down. I wasn't yet married. My knight in shining armor screeched up in his car just out of nowhere. I didn't even know what was about to happen. Skell hiding like a girl. Thanks, Skell. I'm standing in the door like, what? And I'm literally about to go through. Now, I'm not like, what, let's fight, because I'm not one of those type of broads. And plus, there was 3 of them. Out of nowhere. This is like I think we were first starting to date. We were brand new into it. You know, there were little signs. You know how little signs kick in that certain people are meant to be in your life and stuff. There were a lot of those that happened before, you know, we actually sealed the deal. And that was like one of them. Like, God only knows what would have happened if I got out on the sidewalk and everything like that. Papers going flying, you know, scale cowering. The little Chinese man that drove the van that they were coming. There was no security or anything. It was just them 3 fighting broads. And me. And my coworkers that shot standing upstairs trying to look down to see it all jump off. They all knew. When I said goodnight to everybody, everybody's pressed up against the window. I didn't even walk or bother asking, what are you all looking for? Because, you know, when the clock strikes, it's time to go. It is time to go. Nobody rushes out of a place faster than me.
And ain't nobody put you on?
No! That's what I'm saying. Nobody put me on. They're all pressed up against the window, looking down, knowing what the hell was about to happen. I didn't get a chance to hit the sidewalk. You know what I'm saying? Before I knew it, out of nowhere, nobody called. It's not even like he knew. It was just like weird, almost like karma. You know, one of those, another sign to say that this is the one for me, I guess, kind of, sort of. Next thing I know, he's out of the car, and there's a whole bunch of rah-rah going on outside, and I'm still trying to figure out what the hell is going on. And I send Cower and Skell out on the sidewalk, and he comes back in and says, it's total outside, and they were about to set it on you. I was none the wiser. The bastards that I work with, they all know.
That's what's killing me right now.
Well, now it's killing them. Yet another scene that went down at Shot 97. Thank God it wasn't like that, but you know. Shout out to all the residents who work in that building. I know y'all scared. Innocent people working on the other floors, grabbing their briefcase. Goodbye, honey. I'll see you for dinner at 5 o'clock. I'm going to the office. Have a good day at work, at school, kids. Let me grab my LIRR pass and head into Manhattan. Right? Get off the train, pick up my muffin cap, my double latte at Starbucks, my daily news, and I'm going off to the office. And then they get there.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, boy. When's that lease up? You think they're going to get pushed out of there?
Should have been out of there.
Yeah, man. Maybe the company will just buy the building. And that way they have a home. Oh, snap. Wait. They grab the muffin cap. And you know what I'm saying? They come out of the diner. There they are at their office building, and it's a whole other place than they remember. Yeah. Welcome to work. It's another day at work. Give me that trench music while the shots are firing. Just set it.
Two different banks, Wendy.
Oh, damn. Why don't I know the damn equipment? I haven't touched a button in so long. That's why Skell was there. Skell was touching my buttons at that point.
And did a good job at it.
Thank you. Oh, snap. Welcome to Hudson Street. Get down or lay down.
Ooh.
Woo! Unbelievable. Do we need to go into a break now and then we come back?
That would be nice.
That would be wonderful.
Because I am bowling in Union, New Jersey tonight.
Yeah, Art's going to be in Union, New Jersey tonight at the Soul
Ray.
Bowl. And shout out to Ray at the House of Plenty. I'm going to be in Westchester on March 25th in Mount Vernon at a club called Lounge 42. Yes. And I'm going to be hosting the WBLS live broadcast. That would be a Friday night. There are two things actually going on that my radio station's doing. Now, for the party crowd, It's Mount Vernon Lounge 42. That's the today for today's R&B and the Wendy Williams experience. Now, if you're into the classic soul part of WBLS, or just, a different type of setting, Patti LaBelle, that same night, Friday the 25th of March, is going to be out at the Westbury Music Fair. You can either listen to win passes or dial, all my girls look so nice. Look at their, dial up Ticketmaster.com. Look at everybody's wearing their, the girls, Yep, that's the watch ring. Do you have yours on, Star? You took yours off?
Put it in protected plastic.
Because you love it?
Yeah.
I went over to get some J-Lo clothes today over at the J-Lo showroom. And so on my way out, I grabbed a fistful of really big right-hand rings, just gaudy, disgusting, but I love a right-hand ring. The left hand says we, and the right hand says me. Show your independence with a big, bold right-hand ring. And the gaudier, the better. And it's funny because I thought for some reason you girls wouldn't be wearing yours with everyday attire. You know how, like, I wear, I don't care. I don't believe in saving for good. If you got a good coat, good jewelry, whatever, you just wear it, no matter how big it is. You wear it with a Target sweatsuit, who cares? It makes you even weirder. I didn't think you girls would have the guts, but they do. Yeah. They're big, and they're icy, and they're from J-Lo, and they're actually clocks. Watches inside the rings. And so I bought enough for all the girls, and they're all wearing them. Yeah, I hear that. A. Marie is going to be at Brokers on March 12th. She called yesterday and said, I don't shop at Target for clothes. I get my wife beaters. That's going to be a lot of fun. I like her. I like her a lot. What do we need to do now? Bob Lee was trying to... You know what we're trying to do? All right, fine. We'll go into the break. We'll be back.
It's time to pick your pleasure. Call now to win at 212-545-1075. The choice is yours from the BLS Pleasure Chest. Good luck from 107.5 WBLS.
Today's R&B and classic soul.
107.5 WBLS, connecting you to the Harlem community. Always have been, always will be.
107.5 WBLS.
Yeah. Today's R&B and classic soul right here on 107.5 WBLS. It's the Wendy Williams experience, still in full effect, y'all. A special shout out to everybody who came out and supported last night at the Laugh Factory. Oh, we have such a great time every Wednesday night, the Wendy Williams comedy experience. The parking is easy. It's starting to, we're starting to move to spring where it stays lighter, longer. How about, coming to the comedy club? Look, the doors open up at 8 o'clock and the jokes start like 8:45 or 9 o'clock. The drinks are great. And, I'm there. The comedians are there. It's all hosted by Capone. Capone was on fire last night, boy. He had me cracking up, crying. I was splashing drinks. And my attorney was celebrating his birthday, Ray Hamlin. Happy birthday, Ray. So Ray came, and he had his partner, Hunt. Ridley wasn't there, but from the law firm of Hunt, Hamlin, and Ridley. And Zariah was there, Ray's wife. And, they had some of the girls from The Office. So we had a whole thing going on. And we were laughing, and then they ordered champagne, and Capone was telling the jokes. And then that damn Kyle Grooms from New Jersey. Damn you for being so funny. Damn you all. All the comedians were funny. There was one comedian, though, who he kind of lost his cool. The audience can be a little, you get hard. I mean, somebody corns out. El Cornholio. Gotta go. But we have fun, though. So shout out to everybody who came last night. It's truly my home away from the studio. When I go there, I always feel like I'm at home. I do everything but take off my shoes, actually. Is this my CeCe Peniston CD?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to be listening to the rest of it on my way home. I'll put this back in the case. Art finally taught me how to load my own CDs. So
now you're on your way.
I feel like I'm really on my way. Shout out to my friends at Courtesy Lincoln Mercury in the Bronx. The Federico brothers. I had to go up there. That was my first stop this morning, even before going to J-Lo or getting a pedicure. My windshield wipers, I use them for everything, removing the snow, the whole bit. I haven't pushed snow off the windshield in ages. I guess you could call me like a typical woman. Shout out to the women who know how to put their thing down, though, with cars. Change a tire and, you shove it out your stuff. Me, I turn the heat up to the highest, and I push the snow off with the rest, thereby messing up the windshield wipers and, all like that. So, with all the snow and everything, I need new wipers and junk. Took it right up there to Courtesy in the boogie down. Church ministers are trying to prevent Nelly from performing in Arkansas, saying that they don't want his vile, filthy lyrics in their town. Well, if they're calling Nelly vile and filthy, what at this point are they thinking about the Shot 97 massacre? The venue has sold 5,500 tickets, and here they come saying they don't want Nelly there. The churches are planning a march. The concert's supposed to happen at Arkansas State University. But the ministers want it to be shut down. Meanwhile, ministers busy jumping off. And you know what I'm saying? It's just so crazy, just so nutty. The world is such a crazy place. 5,500 people. The venue is sold out. Nelly is on the way. The man is part owner of an NBA team. He's got his apple bottom. He's got a platinum status. He hasn't been involved in any shots ringing out. By the way, Don Cornelius, I guess 50 Cent is more than welcomed on your damn red carpet for the Soul Train Awards, right? Because he don't cause no trouble. But a little girl from Wayside, New Jersey does, right? Okay, well, you know what? You can put that where?
Put that where? Back there.
You see all kind of G-Unit walking the red carpet for the Soul Train Awards.
And loves it.
Ooh, how you doing? Well, Don does love them. Stop. You're not going to get me to go there. I look at Don Cornelius not quite in the same vein as Bill Cosby, but I mean, you know what I mean? Even though he's prevented me from going on his red carpet, he says that I'm a troublemaker. You guys, you've seen me on the red carpet. I'm just doing my duty to serve that booty. But I'm just saying, the Soul Train Music Awards are about to come up. How much you want to bet the Game is going to walk the red carpet? The whole G Unit will walk the red carpet. Little Kim will walk the red carpet. Soof will walk the red carpet. You know what I'm saying?
Martha Stewart.
James Brown, Michael Jackson. They'll all be walking the red carpet.
Bubbles.
But I'm the one that causes trouble. So I'm the one, VH1, they told it, no, she can't come. And VH1, you took it as opposed to figuring out another damn way. Now more than ever, we need me on the red carpet. Causing trouble. Did somebody say James Brown? Okay, well, it's being said that he's lying about the death of, the wife that he had that underwent plastic surgery but then started eating crazily right afterwards and died. I'm going to have to do this one at another time, okay, because it's just all too involved. Would you ever rat your own son out?
No.
In the name of justice, moms? Even if he was the worst? What if your son was from the G Unit and, it all went down at Shot 97 and he comes running to your apartment and you don't want no trouble up in here? Do you call the what do you do? Yep, you hide him. It's my baby boy.
Of course.
It's my baby boy. Yes. That's that. Damn. This whole mother thing is so confusing. I mean, not yet, but I can, it has potential. Cops suspected that Terrence Miller had shot and killed a drug dealer. But they couldn't prove it. And the case remained unsolved for years until they got a tip from the most unlikely source, Terrence Miller's mom. I doubt she will be getting the Mother of the Year award, said the state's attorney, Joseph Burkett. She ratted on him to save her own neck when cops arrested her for forgery. And now, young Miller, who's 28, is facing the death penalty. Well, let me tell you how the case unfolds before Vaughn comes in here. Hey, Vaughn. On April 3rd of 2001, young Miller and a woman named Nicole, who's 22, went to the apartment of a 25-year-old by the name of Ezra Harvey in Woodridge, Illinois. So they go to the apartment. Nicole Bowden, who was, one of the two people who went to the apartment, had a brief romantic relationship with Mr. Harvey, a suspected drug dealer who kept a lot of cash in his apartment. And so they set him up to rob him. What is that? What song was that?
I don't know.
Ow. All right, hold on. All right, a lot of cash, and they had set him up to rob him, said Stephen Knight, an assistant state's attorney. The girl, Nicole Bowden, called Harvey on the phone and arranged to come over. She entered the apartment first, but Terrence Miller, baby boy, otherwise known as, followed behind her. So you know how that goes. She's the one standing in front of the peephole, cleavage all pushed up probably. You know what I'm saying. Old boy opens the door, and then, two people come in. While in the apartment, baby boy Miller found out that Harvey had $3,000 hidden in a bedroom dresser, and Nicole Bowden went to get it. Now, the authorities said that while she was in the bedroom, the two men began to fight. And baby boy Miller fired 3 shots. One struck Mr. Harvey in the head and killed him. Baby boy Miller and Nicole Bowden fled the scene, leaving Mr. Harvey's body lifeless to be discovered the next morning. Cops began their investigation. Baby boy Miller was a suspect, but the crime went unsolved for a long time. Now, mind you, this happened back in April of 2001. But then, in November of 2004, just passed, baby boy Miller's mom's, Pauline, who's 48, was arrested for forgery. Separate incident, but the nut don't fall far from the tree. Everybody's all involved with crime. Mom, baby boy, girlfriend, jump off. It's just a thing. Now, while she was in jail, she said that if the cops went easy on her, she'd tell them who killed Harvey.
Now, why the hell did she volunteer that?
Because just because you're a mother doesn't mean that you deserve to be a mother. Moms, here's a different story. Would you rat on your own child to save your own neck? Or would you just do the time? Even when you're 48 and you still got a lot of dropping and hotting to go. It's not like she's at the end of the rope. It just all seems so crazy. I'd furrow my brow, but the Botox is so strong. Ooh. So, Mom Pauline told the cops that after the murder, she had driven her son and Nicole Bowden, and he'd thrown away the victim's cell phone and pager as they drove along the expressway. So he's just throwing evidence out the window, and Mom's at the wheel. She said her son gave the murder weapon to a member of his street gang. So the cops wired the mom before she met with her unsuspecting son. Excuse me, I just heard somebody say I'm walking out. Are you leaving the show?
No, that's just conversation to get off the phone.
Who was that, your wife?
No, that was a social.
I jump off. Look, the cops wired the mom to catch the son, okay? And they listened to him incriminate himself. Mr. Miller told his mother to keep quiet. He said the only people who know what happened in the apartment are him and Nicole and the dead guy. Cops promptly arrested Mr. Miller and Miss Bowden. Damn.
She ain't no mother.
She ain't no mother.
no
She
good.
ain't no damn mother.
But he's no damn good either. He's a murderer.
Yeah, but there's a lot of murderers out here walking around.
Why are we laughing at that?
It's true.
Their moms ain't telling on them.
It's not funny. Come on, let's kick off another story before we leave.
Yeah.
Or do we just have to leave like this?
No, we got time.
Where's Vaughn?
Where is Vaughn? Let me find Vaughn.
How you doing?
Hey, Vaughn.
How you doing?
I've got a picture here of Serena Williams sitting in a bathtub filled with more than 264 gallons of, what do you want me to say next?
Jism.
Chocolate, jism, Dom P. What?
Wait a minute.
264 gallons of
Zinfandel, wine, I don't know.
Avion natural spring water. She's helping Avion to launch its new bath line. And this picture was taken at Miami Beach's Hotel Victor. If you're interested, they're saying that to fill up a bathtub with Avion is $5,000 a pop. Shut up! Shut up! Why do they think we care?
We do.
We do, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Don't we care?
We love it.
Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. We care. Are we all watching Michael Jackson and Everything Unravel tonight on E? There's a lot going on. I'm still open to not guilty. I got to tell you something. I've already painted him with a certain brush. If I don't watch, then it's just going to be like that. I can't be closed-minded. I got to be open. I got to be open to both sides. But earlier today, we talked about some inappropriate behavior with Bubbles the chimp. Oh, I read about it in the Daily News.
Bubbles is in his 20s now.
James DeBar, yep, according to the article, Bubbles is in his 20s. James DeBar said that he saw less than savory behavior. Michael was changing Bubbles' diaper, and Bubbles had a smile on his face. I know you're looking at your radio like I'm on crack. Noah.
He's cute when he smiles, too.
I don't understand.
I don't understand anything that goes on in this show. What is this caution tape up here? We're not the criminals.
Oh.
What's going on?
Why do they have caution tape?
Wait a minute.
This is not Shot 97. Open that door.
Oh.
Who is that, cops? What's up with all the cones and the caution tape? Everything's okay?
Is everything all right?
Nobody's been shot, right?
It's not police.
Oh, not police tape. Okay, good. This is construction stuff for our new studio, right?
Exactly.
Close. Cleaning the ducts.
Oh, yeah, you do need to rope everything up. We're cleaning the air, so I'll stop coughing. And then we're going to start breaking ground in the other room for a new studio.
All right.
Yep.
You're right.
Thank you, Jim Wiener.
Yeah, thank you. Yep. That's right. Vaughn, they're going to be cleaning the ducts during your show.
Oh. Yes.
All that nasty air is going to be raining down on you.
How you doing?
Messing up your voice.
How you doing?
How you doing? I think we have to go home.
Why?
I know. I had so much fun today. I want to stay. You have to go bowling.
Yes. What are you doing tonight? You watching Michael Jackson's trial?
Yeah, throwing a party outfit, a little tube top and some tight jeans or something like that.
Right.
I got some Joe jeans. I think I'm going to throw those in a bag. You know, and some nice big shoes.
And sweet face.
Yeah, I'm going to save that for the VH1. But I'm going to throw some stuff in a bag. and get ready for tomorrow's show, and then go to the airport, and then go to South Carolina, and then I have to go to Philly on Saturday to the ski trip. It's a busy weekend,
very
yeah.
Busy, very busy.
My parents swooped down on the situation. They're lurking
Love them.
in the atmosphere. Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad. You all are new to the bonus hour. Last time you were here, I only worked 4 hours. You see what I'm doing? I'm busy. I'm busy. I'm busy. Busy. Take a message. Oh, busy. Busy.
I love you.
I love you too.
Nice. Very nice.
Now, she wouldn't put you out. She wouldn't tell them to the cops.
Oh, no.
She'd do time for you.
Can I just tell you something? If I did some dirt,
she'd be the first in line.
it would be by my lonely.
Wendy.
The only one but the girl Nicole would know. As a matter of fact, I don't even think she would know. That's right. And I would never bring my mother into something like that.
Yeah, but she's a ride or die chick, I can tell.
She'd cave in, though. You'd be able to see it in her body language. You need one of them hardened moms, one that, does forgery and all that other kind of stuff. They do,
Oh, yeah.
give the cops the screw face.
But your dad can talk his way out of anything, though.
Oh, yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he's very good, yeah.
Not a good liar, though. The body language. My parents, very honest, forthright people. Wendy NYC is hot. I'm just doing a last-minute blowout of the faxes. According to New York One, capping a 2-year investigation, federal agents say they have now busted a violent gang for drug trafficking in the Bronx. Oh, sidebar. Somebody from the G Unit was arrested this afternoon outside of BET. It wasn't 50. Details with Brenda and Harry at 9 o'clock. At 10. Brenda, Harry, you didn't say you're going to do this, but you all always follow what's going on in the hood, so I trust the UPN 9 cameras up there right now. Back to this story. Authorities say 43 members of a gang called Hellbound Crips have been indicted for conspiracy of distributing crack in the Bronx. 31 of them have been arrested. Oh, my God. At the Mitchell Housing Projects in the Bronx?
Brothers got to eat.
The U.S. Yeah, but this just happened over in Queensbridge.
I know. That's what I was about to say. They just made a major bust over there.
The U.S. Attorney's Office says the gang operated out of the Mitchell Housing Project in the Bronx and used threats and violence to protect and expand their drug trafficking, like in the movie New Jack City.
Yeah.
Authorities believe the suspects may also be responsible for at least a dozen murders. Oh, man. Swiper, stop swiping. Dear Wendy, Evian spelled backwards is naive. That's from Annette. I'm a Poland Springs man at myself.
Same here.
Evian's a little too salty. Oh, jeez. New information on Michael Jackson. I can't go through this. I'm not fighting with Vaughn. He needs to get in here. Apparently, the air ducts are about to get clean, so we need to get out of here. I don't need any more reasons to be coughing. Give me my CeCe Peniston CD. I think as soon as I get in the car, my pull-away song is going to be Keep On Walking. Why not?
Oh, there you go.
There you go. That works.
All right, as soon as I get in the car. And then I'll turn on The Quiet Storm with Von Harper, Soft and Warm. How old is that theme song? It is legendary. Soft and warm, quiet storm.
They're changing it as of today.
No! I mean...
That's what Scott told me today. As of today, it changes.
Change is good.
Yeah, I know, but still, don't erase it and throw it out.
No. I'm sure they'll archive it. I know. We just was talking about that yesterday.
How legendary it is.
Yeah.
Soft and warm.
What are you doing?
Well, damn, everybody. Well, keep it where you got it. Don't forget, it's Mooney in the morning, and, then Adimu, and then the experience starts again at 2 o'clock. Vaughn E. Harper's up next with the Quiet Storm. This is your radio station to turn to for today's R&B and classic soul. A separate compartment there is the Wendy Williams experience. You know, the square peg in a round hole. But somehow it all fits together lovely. This is our radio station, everybody. Thanks so much for being here. I love you for listening, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. It's 107.5 WBLS. Good night.
The Wendy Williams broadcast day has completed.
Aw, man!
And WBLS music starts next.